Good evening and welcome to Edgerton, Ohio for the renewal of the holiday tournament known as the State Route 49 Classic. Happy holidays to you and yours as we come to you from Edgerton in the final two nights of the 2022 portion of our schedule. This is the 28th year that the event has been held. Remember, no tournament in 2020 because that is when COVID had hit that year and a lot of things got changed, so there was no tournament that year. Last year, Antwerp won it. 2019, Antwerp won it. In fact, it's either been Antwerp or Hicksville winning the championship since 2013. The last team to not named Antwerp or Hicksville to win the title was Edgerton back in 2012. Tonight, it's Antwerp versus Eden in our opener. The nightcap will be Hicksville and Edgerton. We are glad to be joined by Adam Gubernath, of course. You've been here sitting in this very seat as a play-by-play guy for many, many of these tournaments. In fact, you haven't missed one, I don't think, since it's begun, have you?
Maybe. If I look through the years, Andy, to be honest, probably early on maybe a couple, but like you, after that, we've been pretty much a fixture here at these.
And it's always a fun tournament. This year you get a team with a really good record in Hicksville at 8-0, an Antwerp team that's finding their footing that's going to be good before all is said and done at 3-2, and then the two Williams County teams are still finding their way, 3-6 Eden and 1-5 Edgerton.
And these are fan bases that are very close. Obviously, the basis of the Route 49 Classic, they're all on State Route 49. They're all within close driving proximity and everything. They know each other. They all play each other during the course of the year as well, so there's a lot of familiarity out there. So not a lot of secrets. It always generates a lot of interest. And through the years, we've had some outstanding finishes, some outstanding ball games. With all that being said, it's kind of weird how it's been broken down. Like, Edgerton had their run, Hicksville had their run, Antwerp's on their run, and then Eden with some sprinkles here and there. So it's been a really good tournament, and I think a very good holiday tournament for these four schools.
School or titles by school. Antwerp has won 9, Edgerton has won 8, Hicksville has won 7, Eden has won 2. So you can see the three that have dominated things throughout the course of the years. This first game, we saw Eden early December. It's still continuing to be a problem, but there have been glimmers. Offensively is where Eden has had their biggest issues, coming in at 3-6. And why not, though? We knew this was going to happen. 72% of that offense gone from last year to graduation.
And they're just having issues consistently scoring the basketball. They're getting better defensively. We knew that would happen. It was going to be a process. But the big issue, the big question surrounding them tonight, this weekend, and going forward is going to be, where's the offense going to come consistently? And that's been a struggle so far this year.
Our first look at Antwerp, and boy, I said to Doug Billman, a dream season to a point last year. The dream would have been completed if they go down to Dayton and win a state title. Didn't happen. They do make it there for the first time in school history. They go 26-2, but they also lost a good chunk. Names like Landers and Kraus and Sproles and Recker and McMichael, 7 in all, lost to graduation. Cupboard not completely bare, but late run because of football, a great year in the season there. So they're playing catch-up right now here, even in between Christmas and New Year's.
Absolutely. One of those teams that it's not fair to really have a judgment on what you're going to see out of them here this weekend. You get some glimpses. Reserve your judgment until maybe 2 or 3 more weeks when they get a little more under their belt. We talk about every year graduation. You have to have kids step up and replace play. You don't replace a Jagger Landers. You don't replace a Luke Kraus. Not only what they meant on the court, but their leadership, their experience out there. And it's just going to take some kids just a little while to get comfortable with their roles. As you said, the cupboard's not bare. The district has run through Antwerp the last 3 years, and no reason to think that they're not going to have a big say in it again this year.
Just getting started on the Oberlin and Turnbull Funeral Homes pregame show. When we come back, our Brian Ford Lincoln Conversations with Doug Billman and Matt Ripke here on V-Rock Sports.
When you're paying the right price for protection, you just know it. It's that warm, fuzzy, totally secure feeling, knowing that you're not only getting great coverage, but you're also not paying too much for it. And there's no one that knows that feeling like me, Molly Culler, your local Allstate agent, because I work every day to get people like you the coverage they need with the savings they deserve. Give me a call for your quote today. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Savings vary based on the average annual savings reported by new auto customers surveyed in 2019 who switched to Allstate.
When it comes to choosing a memorial that represents the lasting memories of a person's life, the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio can create exactly what you are looking for, like an eagle soaring through the woods etched on a memorial, a bench that has mom and dad's names engraved into the granite to sit and reflect, a picture of the family farm etched on the stone, or maybe your style is a memorial that has a split headstone with a vase in between for flowers. The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
Your friends at your neighborhood Eden Farmers Co-op Country Store would like to invite you to stop in at the Eden, Montpelier, and Edgerton stores to check out their complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, and outdoor products. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff is ready to answer all of your questions concerning their complete line of Kalmbach, Land O'Lakes, and much, much more. For your convenience, your purchase can be carried to your vehicle by one of their employees. Be sure to stop by soon and see them at your hometown country store, the Eden Farmers Co-op.
You know where to go when your vehicle has been in an accident, but why should you take that same vehicle to Jason Dietz Collision and Service when you need an oil change, brake job, or any other routine maintenance? It's because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have 60 years of combined experience diagnosing and repairing domestic, foreign, and classic automobiles. They have a state-of-the-art alignment machine that ensures a perfect alignment every time, and the training and expertise to fix your problem the first time. So whether it's a crash or take your vehicle to Jason Dietz Collision and Service.
State Route 49 Classic, get ready for the opening game between Eden and Antwerp, and our Brian Ford Lincoln conversation with Eden head coach Matt Ripke. Matt, thanks for the time here and happy holidays. Glad to have you with us. I guess tell us a little bit as we get into this tournament where Eden basketball is overall here as you've worked your way through the month of December.
Well, we've gradually improved as we've gone through December, and started off rough, but hit a 3-game stretch where we did a lot of things right and took care of the ball and were able to come out on top. And last couple games we kind of slid back into some of those old habits. So we're hoping now that we can bounce back here in the 49 and get back on the right track.
So when you've had, it's been offensive struggles most of the year. I know your defense, you've been pretty solid, I think, for the most part. On the offensive side of things, where have the issues been, Matt?
Well, number one, it's taking care of the basketball. In those games we struggled, we had 20-plus turnovers, and those are, 20 opportunities we don't get to score the basketball. So, and then, also in those games we shot it a lot better too. And when you take care of it and get more opportunities to score, and then end up scoring the ball at a higher rate, it gives yourself a better opportunity to win games.
Let's talk Antwerp now. They, as you know, got a little late start to the season because of the success of the football team and lost a lot of kids from the last several years of good Antwerp teams. So they've played 5. What have you seen in some of the games or all of the games that you've scouted them in, Matt?
Well, they're doing a lot of things right, and they do have a different combination of guys that are based around their player, which is Landon Brewer, and he can do a lot of stuff, but he fits into that Antwerp system. He's a very unselfish player, and he shares the ball well with his other guys. And Carson Altimus came off of a great football season as well, and kind of got a late start even after the team started. So he's just starting to get his basketball legs underneath him, and he's a solid player for them as well. So those two guys are, I think, the key for their team and how they operate, and we've got to do as good a job as we can to contain those guys, because you're certainly not going to stop them.
Looking forward to this tournament as always, Matt. Thanks for the time. Good luck against Antwerp here in the opening game.
Thanks, Andy.
The Antwerp Athletic Boosters would like everyone to know how proud they are of the Antwerp Archers athletic teams, both the girls and the boys. They always work very hard, putting their heart into every game they play. The Antwerp Athletic Boosters will always be proud of them and will always support them. Good luck to all the players in today's game from the Antwerp Athletic Boosters, proud supporters of all the Antwerp athletics.
Forget Forget cars and purses. Thieves are after your identity. Recovering your stolen identity can cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The Central Mutual Insurance Company offers coverages that can help you recover from the devastating effects of identity theft. For your security, your protection, and your peace of mind, trust Central Mutual Insurance Company in Andrews, O'Neill, and Lowe. With offices in Archbold, Bryan, and Wasion, or you can find us online at andrewsoneillandlowe.com.
The team at the Antwerp Exchange Bank would like to wish the Antwerp Archers and all the other teams in today's games good luck as they battle for a win. The Antwerp Exchange Bank is your headquarters for all your banking needs. Serving Antwerp and the surrounding areas faithfully, Antwerp Exchange Bank is a proud member of the community. Stop in today. We'd love to help. And again, good luck to the Antwerp Archers from Antwerp Exchange Bank.
Fritsch Excavating and CMF Enterprise of Eden wants to wish the Eden Bombers the best of luck in tonight's game. Fritsch Excavating is family-owned and operated for over 30 years, and they handle everything from site prep to parking lots to land clearing. They can also put in a driveway, run a water line to an outdoor building, do a sewer line, or tile work as well. CMF Enterprise is a female-owned and operated business serving Ohio and Indiana, offering dump truck services, including aggregate material sales. CMF also handles a large variety of construction, landscaping, ag, and residential materials as well. Fritsch Excavating of Eden and CMF Enterprise of Eden wishing the Bombers the best of luck in tonight's game. Continuing with our coverage of State Route 49 basketball here on opening night, getting ready for Antwerp and Eden, our Brian Ford Lincoln conversation with Antwerp head coach Doug Billman. Doug, thanks for the time here. Happy holidays to you and your family as we get ready for this annual get-together that we love, the State Route 49 Classic, and on the heels of just not a complete dream season, because the dream would have been finished with a state championship, but a dream-like sequence where you go all the way to the Final Four, and just a wonderful, I guess, cap to a lot of those kids' careers as far as high school careers are concerned. And now the process of building off of that, losing a lot of those kids, and then, oh, by the way, you get a late start to this year because of a great football run, which I know you wouldn't trade because you believe, like others do, that success continues to breed success. But all in all, I guess take us through that journey and tell us a little bit about the beginning of this basketball season, if you would, Doug.
Yeah, I mean, there was so much excitement, and rightfully so, around our program and doing some things, and from last year that certainly carried on, and really it carried on into the spring sports last year and carried into the fall this year. Just a lot of excitement around Antwerp athletics. And you feel that excitement that every time that we go into the gym right now, and it is a little bit different because we kind of talked about it. We're about 20 practices, maybe 3 weeks, somewhere around there behind everyone else, which that's a part of it, and we can completely understand that. And our motto is right now is we're going to cross roads, and we have to cross them. We want to make sure that we kind of keep getting better, work on ourselves, while also trying to make sure we're game prepping. And it's certainly been different, and it has, as far as our preseason and what we look for in our preseason. It's it's kind of, the preseason was kind of gone, and we still have to have those moments in practice where we got to work on it, the Antwerp Archers, and focus on what we need to get done and improve upon. But while everybody understanding that of what it takes to prepare for a game, and because our schedule is really good, and every team that we play wants to come out and knock us off just from some of the successes in the past year. So all these things really have come into play this year, and we've talked about those, and our kids understand that. And the big thing that we continue to stress is make sure that we're looking different at the end of January than when we started in mid-December.
Doug, what's this group do well either now, or what do they potentially bring to the table? And where have been some issues, where are some growing pains for this group here right now as you're working your way through December?
Well, I think potentially this is a team that we really can spread out and offensively move the ball and be able to have some driving lanes. where in the past years we certainly played through the post and did some of those things. But I think this is a team where we can, we hope when we're playing well, we're sharing the ball, we're moving the ball, but we're also spreading out and using our athleticism a little bit more. And we've struggled with that at times with our ball movement in our 2 losses for sure. Those scenarios where the ball just stuck and we just watched either Landon or Carson, dribble and try to make plays, and that's certainly not how we want to play. And those have been addressed and talked about, and we still have those moments where we're looking and instead of playing, and we're just trying to work through those right now. I think defensively we aren't where we typically want to be at this point. We have some issues of contesting shots and getting driven here and there. So we're all just trying to get on the same page on either offensively and moving the ball or defensively and making sure that we can contain the dribble.
Eden, like you, lost a bunch to graduation. What do you see when you watch this team play as you get ready for Eden?
First and foremost, it's Coach Ripke, and you see him and his coaching staff come out, and these guys, I know they're playing a lot of young kids, but they stay true to what they believe in. They defend very well. And they move the ball in offense and run their offense, and they're looking for what they want each possession. It's you can see these young kids really start to grow and do some things and figure out what the coaching staff is asking of them. So I'm sure with what we feel at times with some growing pains and a lot of teachable moments for sure. But each time you watch this team go out on the floor, they're certainly getting better. And but you see their coaching staff and their personalities come through and what they want.
Hey, Doug, thanks for the time. Best of luck against Eden here in the 49 tournament.
Appreciate it, Andy.
The Eager Beaver Axle is wide open and ready for you. Come in and take your shot at throwing axes or share some drinks and food with friends. Rack up the pool balls or take your chance with Keno. It's all inside the Eager Beaver Axle. Must be 18 or older to enter. Find them online or call 419-980-7121. The Eager Beaver Axle, Defiance's first axe-throwing venue.
You never know what life will throw your way, so you always need to be protected. At Danielle Van Atta Agency in Bryan, they will take care of you. With years of experience and expertise in the field, Danielle and her team will get you headed in the right direction with your home, auto, life, or business insurance. So when life throws something at you, you know you're protected the right way. Contact Danielle Van Atta Agency today at 1318 East High Street, Suite A in Bryan, or call 419-636-0408. Danielle Van Atta Agency, ready to help protect you.
Your friends at your neighborhood Eden Farmers Co-op Country Store would like to invite you to stop in at the Eden, Montpelier, and Edgerton stores to check out their complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, and outdoor products. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff is ready to answer all of your questions concerning their complete line of Kalmbach, Land O'Lakes, and much, much more. For your convenience, your purchase can be carried to your vehicle by one of their employees. Be sure to stop by soon and see them at your hometown country store, the Eden Farmers Co-op.
When you're in need of a new appliance, go to your local appliance dealer, Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan, and take it home today. They carry hundreds of new, used, and scratch and dent appliances in stock, and they carry the brands you need: Speed Queen, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Amana, and GE to take home right now with you. Then when you have something wrong in years to come, Direct Link will also service everything. No need to call that 800 number and talk to someone you don't know. Just call Direct Link at 419-636-4541. And they'll be out to fix it for you, whether it's under warranty or not. Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan, your local appliance dealer.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package along with a bonus for the successful completion of probationary status, an attendance bonus, and a referral bonus. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Antwerp and Eden tonight. Okay, Adam Gubernath, let's dive right in here. What wins this for the Archers tonight as what we believe to be a heavy favorite?
They're going to have to play their game. Don't get into this whole mucked up situation because, Eden's going to want to get after it defensively. Eden's going to try to be physical with them. We know that that's what Matt has done his entire career. He preaches defense. So stay in your game, get into a flow. Put them away early if you can. I mean, that's the mantra, isn't it, of a heavy favorite, is the longer an underdog hangs around, the more they start believing. Get Landon Brewer involved early, but don't just focus solely on him. Let's see if you can get some other scorers involved. And then defensively, let's create turnovers. Eden has a tendency to turn the ball over a little bit too much and then turn those into fast break points.
How does Eden spring the upset tonight in any way, shape, or form?
Well, rule number one, we've said it in games that we've done. No matter what happens, if you happen to drop this game, walk off the floor knowing that Antwerp beat you, that you didn't beat yourself. What does that mean? You can't commit turnovers. You have to be sound defensively, and you're going to have 2 or 3 guys that step up and hit some shots. It's, we talk about who's going to be that scorer for Eden. You've done enough basketball games in your career as well. It takes more than one scorer, unless you've got Michael or LeBron out here tonight. You're going to have 2 or 3, so you're going to have a couple of guys that hit some open shots, especially early.
A rematch of last year's championship game here in the final, won by Antwerp 58-38. They'll do it in the opening round this year, followed by Hicksville and Edgerton. The lineups, the officials, and the opening tip to the 2022 49 Classic coming up next.
Need to spruce up your home inside or out? Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan is the place for that. Get all the paint you need at tremendous prices. Get Royal Interior Eggshell or Satin or Royal Exterior Flat and Royal Exterior Stain. With excellent coverage, washability, and a lifetime warranty, Ace Royal Paint is the only paint you'll ever buy. Get to Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan today. Ace, the helpful hardware place.
Hi, I'm Paul Rorick Jr. at the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio. We hope that you and your family will have the best that the holiday season affords. The best of health, the best of family, and the best of happiness. The Fackler Monument Company sincerely wishes that you and your loved ones are safe this season and that the coming year will bring you success and happiness. Have a very Merry Christmas and the happiest of New Years from Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio. Serving families since 1924.
Always supporting student athletes and coaches in the Eden School District, the Eden Athletic Boosters. The Eden Athletic Boosters would like to take this opportunity to salute the student athletes and coaches in tonight's game. Hey, how would you like to be a part of the Eden Athletic Boosters? Come to a meeting and find out what they're all about. Maybe even volunteer at a concession stand. For more information, phone 419-272-3213. The Eden Athletic Boosters, supporting student athletes and coaches in Eden.
Jason Deach Collision and Customs is Northwest Ohio's largest trailer dealer with over 300 trailers in stock, from 53-foot race trailers and custom toter homes to open deck car trailers, dump trailers, landscape trailers, and equipment trailers. But they don't just sell trailers, they service them, add options, and do repairs on any brand. Because they're racers themselves, they know how to build the trailer right for your racing needs. Stop by their Edgerton location or shop 24/7 at jasondeachtrailersales.com. If you can dream it, they can build it at Jason Deach Collision and Customs.
Locally owned and operated for 19 years, Eden Pizza is your best choice for the freshest pizza in the area. Call them at 419-272-2452 and order from a large variety of menu items, including pasta, calzones, wings, and of course, pizza and subs.
When built right, some things just last, like an American Standard heating and air system, ranked the longest lasting brand by readers of a national testing and research magazine. Horman's Heating and Cooling in Antwerp, Ohio, your local American Standard dealer, can upgrade your home to a system that is proven to last. Horman's Heating and Cooling and American Standard, the highest standard of comfort. Call Horman's Heating and Cooling for your free quote to update your system. 419-258-1640. Horman's Heating and Cooling, wishing the athletes good luck in tonight's game.
Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, wants to say good luck to the Eden Bombers in tonight's athletic contest. Precise Metal Form is a proud supporter of Eden Bomber athletics, both boys and girls sports. Precise Metal Form in Bryan, saluting the athletes on all of their hard work and wishing them the best of luck in this athletic contest. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, saying go Bombers in this game.
Since 1875, 4 generations of the Krill family have served this area. Krill Funeral Service realizes that the end can be a difficult and emotional time. They will guide you through each and every step of the funeral process, carefully and with integrity. Krill Funeral Service expresses appreciation for your trust in them, and they'll continue to be there for you in times of need. Krill Funeral Service of Edgerton, Eden, and on West Mulberry Street in Bryan, where they offer an on-site crematory.
Since 1954, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union builds financial security for our members. Profits are returned in the form of lower loan rates and higher deposit rates. And right now, our dividend rates on certificates of deposit are some of the best in the area. Deposit at least $250 and take advantage of these great CD rates today. Visit MidwestCommunity.org/rates for more information and imagine a different possibility at Midwest Community Federal Credit Union.
Starting lineup time presented by Fackler Monument Company in downtown Montpelier. For the Antwerp Archers, coached by Doug Billman, it'll be Parker Moore, a 5'10" senior. Carson Aldemus, a 6' junior. Reed Leasty, a 5'10" junior. Landon Brewer, a 6'4" junior. And Cam Fuller, a 5'10" junior.
For the Eden Bombers and their head coach Matt Ripke, Max Radebaugh, a 5'10" sophomore. Carter Keese, a 6' senior. Cohen Holbert, a 6'1" sophomore. Peyton Troush, a 6' junior. And Briggs Gallahue, the 6'4" freshman.
Lineups from Fackler Monument Company in downtown Montpelier. The Tri-State Vision Center officials working the game tonight who have their eyes on the game. They are Scott Budemeyer, Ryan Heller, and John Huber. That'll do it for the Oberlin and Turnbull Funeral Homes and Crematory pregame show. Antwerp scoring 53 a game, led by Landon Brewer, one of the premier players in the area. He's averaging a double-double, 21 points, 10 rebounds a game, also 3 assists and a couple of steals per game. Carson Aldemus at 12 a game. Remember, he got a late start because of the injury in the playoffs for Antwerp in football. Reed Leasty averaging 8 a game, Parker Moore at 5 a game, and Cam Fuller a couple of points per game. Zane McMichael, a freshman coming off the bench, is scoring 4 points per game. Antwerp still finding their footing, particularly from the three-point line, making only 24% of their threes right now, 52% from two-point distance. We talked about the trials and tribulations for Eden this season offensively, a team that's scoring just 34 a game and giving, or 35 a game, giving up 45 a game, shooting just 33% from the field and only 18% from the three-point line. Carter Keese leads the way at 10 a game, Cohen Hulbert at 7 a game, Briggs Gallahue and Max Radebaugh 6 a game, and Peyton Troush is scoring at 4 points per game.
Andy, who's going to be sharp? Who's going to be focused early? I mean, it's the holiday break. Everyone's enjoying themselves. The two things that coaches preach and that they love are routine, and then some more routine. So maybe 3 of them. They like that routine. Kids are not in their routine right now. They've been home all day, maybe a little shoot around in the morning. Who's going to come out sharp? Who's going to come out focused?
So it will be Gallahue for Eden, Brewer for Antwerp, and we are underway in the 2022 State Route 49 tournament. Eden winning the opening tip. It'll be Radebaugh, picked up by Parker Moore as he moves right to left. Radebaugh had it poked away from behind and knocked out of bounds. It'll be off Antwerp and stay right there with the Bombers.
We've talked about Eden maximizing their possessions. Even if they don't get a shot to fall, get the shot you want, work the clock, be patient.
14 turnovers a game. Not bad if you're scoring as well, but when you're only scoring in the low to mid-30s, that number becomes even more magnified.
Not exactly getting 80 and 90 possessions a game either.
Keese to Hulbert, baseline right now to Radebaugh. He'll flip it to Peyton Troush. Troush tries to dribble drive, nearly had it taken away by Parker Moore. Snaps it out on top. Keese ranging for 3, no good. Rebound belongs to Brewer. He'll give to Moore, and Antwerp comes left to right across midcourt. Man-to-man look defensively from the Bombers. Bounce pass out high with it now is Cam Fuller. Fuller over to the right side to Aldemus. Now it is Brewer being guarded by Keese. Fade away, Jay on the way, no good. And the long rebound on that weak side to Cohen Hulbert. Last year he was option 2 or 3 scoring. This year Brewer number 1 option. Gallahue dials up a 3, no good from the wing left side. A little more than a minute in, a scoreless game so far. Fuller gives it up. Parker Moore jump shot on the way for 3 is off target. Rebound to Carter Keese. Keese with a push, one-on-one with Fuller, and he's fouled on the play by Parker Moore. Chance at a 3-point play.
Well, the one thing if you're Eden you can't do is just say, well, we're the underdog here. We'll just take our lumps and get out of here tonight. Be aggressive. Take it to them. Make Antwerp prove that they can guard you. Make them prove that they're that much better than you. And a nice effort there early by Keese, getting to the basket and to the line.
Carter Keese, 10 a game, hits the free throw in a traditional 3-point play to start the game. 3-0 Bombers. Remember, Hicksville and Edgerton playing in the late game tonight to decide who comes back and plays in the title tomorrow. Moore to Brewer, top the circle. Nice look inside to Fuller. Layup is off target, no good. Long rebound pops out to Carter Keese. Keese then tries to go cross court. It's deflected by Antwerp and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bombers.
And Eden needs to be selective when they want to run. If they've got the numbers, be aggressive and take it, but don't do anything foolish so far. A couple minutes in, looking pretty good.
Eden started 0-4. Since then, they've been a respectable 3-2 team. Wins over Hamilton, Lakewood Park, and Holgate. Losses most recently to Archbold and Eastside, Indiana, after the 0-4 start. Here's Trausch, baseline right to Radebaugh. Radebaugh comes out to the right point to Gallahue. Top of the key, now to Hulbert. Hulbert puts it on the deck, powers his way, now fades and takes the fadeaway Jay, no good, and the rebound to Brewer. Antwerp an 0-for-3 start, Eden 1-for-4. Hesitation dribble on the right side. And now Brewer gives it up. It's Leasty who rattles in a 3 on the left point.
He's one of those X factors, Andy. If he can get hot, he can be a source of instant offense for Doug Billman.
Tied at 3. Radebaugh on the right side, won't roll in. And now up the far sideline with it is Parker Moore. 3 lefties in this starting lineup for Antwerp. Boy, you don't see that very much.
That a left-handed point guard the last 4 years, too.
And the leaner by Brewer is good, and Antwerp has their first lead of the evening at 5-3. Pressure in the backcourt from Parker Moore. Neither team extremely deep. First man off the bench almost through the first 5 religiously for Antwerp has been freshman Zane McMichael. He's at the table now. Kick out it goes to Keese. Keese dribble penetrates. Pump fake. Muscles it up and in.
How about that? He was initiating the contact, fading away, threw it off the glass from the baseline.
Carter Keese and Eden tie Antwerp at 5 on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Between the circles with the basketball. Now angling on the right side. It's Aldemus. Around the horn it goes. Fuller touches it over to Moore. Moore sliding out in front. 4:35 to go in the quarter. 5-5 tie. Here's Brewer. Shovels it off to Leasty. Leasty, little hop-stop move to the basket, no good. A lot of one, and do we have an offensive rebound yet, Adam?
No, we do not. You're exactly right. Nothing on the offensive glass for either team right now.
Here's Radebaugh over to Trausch. Trausch pushes it over to Keese. He has all 5 of the Eden points so far. Now it's Hulbert, who's had his scoring moments here early. Around the horn it comes to Radebaugh. Radebaugh cross court, a little soft on the pass, nearly picked off, but Trausch has it. Trausch comes back to Hulbert. Now in the lane to Trausch. He sends it up and in and draws the foul on Leasty, and another shot at a 3-point play.
Well, the Antwerp guards are being very aggressive out on the perimeter right now, trying to anticipate passes, get in the passing lanes, maybe trying to get some steals. And what's happening right now is Eden's doing a really nice job of moving without the ball, and they're hitting the cutters.
Zane McMichael, as we told you, now with the horn, is able to check in. Eden will send Grant Reed in, also a freshman for the Bombers. Reed was a young man that made some things happen in that Ottawa Hills game that we did. Just worked hard and got a lot of those little things taken care of. Trausch missing the free throw, so it's a 7-5 Eden lead, a little more than halfway through the first quarter. Brewer top the circle. Hands it off left side now. Into the hands of Parker Moore. On the elbow extended, it's Brewer. Wanted the step-back jumper, but it was taken away by Gallahue. Right elbow jumper. High arcing shot from Leasty, no good. Rebound, Radeball, and then momentum took him out of bounds. So it'll go back to Antwerp.
Now the Eden argument is he was fighting two Antwerp kids for that rebound, and as he got spun out, he just stepped out of bounds. But an argument from Matt, but not too much of an argument, so I think he gets it.
Xander Smith, a 5'11 junior on the floor for Antwerp. Kendall Brigle, a 6'1 sophomore, has checked in. Or, I'm sorry, a 6'3 freshman has checked in. And now a field goal to tie it at 7, and that is Landon Brewer's second make of the night. He has 4. Tie game at 7, approaching the 3-minute mark. Here's Trausch, top of the key to Gallahue. Swing it around now to Keese, guarded by Brewer. Now it's Brigle between the circles. He'll go left side to Gallahue. 7-7 game, 2:55 left in the first quarter. Radeball floats it over to Trausch. Shot fake, started to attack, taken away though by Xander Smith. Now it's Radeball. Radeball on the wing to Gallahue. Both teams have been man-to-man and tight man-to-man. Here's Keese on the wing. Crossover dribble to the baseline. Keese surrounded by a pair of defenders. Gives it up. Radeball chucks the three. It's no good. Out of bounds. It'll be off Antwerp and stay Eden basketball as Leasty returns for the Archers in place of Parker Moore. 30-second timeout Eden. 2.5 to go in the quarter. 7-all. We'll be right back.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. Starks Plumbing and Heating Services helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call Starks Plumbing and Heating Services and see how soon you can get a Lennox home comfort system that'll help improve your health and your mood. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call us today at 1-800-329-4040 or visit us at starksphs.com.
7-7 tie. Matt Ripke, late first quarter timeout. In your estimation, anything in particular he saw?
I think he's just continuing to send the message, be patient offensively. You know, just because you don't get a shot off in 35, 40 seconds doesn't mean you start to panic and maybe take a chance out there. I think that's what his message is right now. Just be patient, because when they have been, for the most part here in this first quarter, they've resulted in good looks at the basket.
Ball came inbounds. It was denied away by Zane McMichael, knocked out of bounds. So Eden will keep it now. Here's Radeball to the left side to Trausch. Trausch to Brigle out between the circles. Both teams not afraid to use the freshman on the floor here tonight. There's one up, and he's the sixth man for Antwerp. A reach and a foul is going to go on Antwerp. It'll be called on Carson Aldemus, his first, the team's third.
Yeah, you mentioned the freshmen. You got two of them on the floor right now for Eden, one for Antwerp. I mean, they're all very talented young men. It'll be fun to watch them grow over the next 3.5, 4 years.
Radeball penetrates in the lane. Radeball elevates, left it short from about 3 to 5 feet in the painted area. Brewer and Antwerp with a shot at the lead. Brewer going to the rim, scoops it up, fouled on the way to the hole.
Well, obviously, Landon Brewer is the alpha dog, if you want to call him that, with this Antwerp team. The offense, he'll be option number one. He's got the ability to create off the dribble. He's got the ability to shoot on the perimeter, so you have to be aware of that. And, again, you kind of already referred to it, Andy. He's a lefty. That's something that is just a little different when you haven't guarded a lot. I mean, people may not realize what's the difference. I mean, there's a little bit difference when you're defending someone with the left hand, and he's very good with that.
78% free throw shooter. Made both of them to give him 6 in the opening quarter. Briggs Gallahue picked up the foul, his first, team's first. Little half-court trap, 1-2-2 from the Archers. Bounce pass middle of the floor to Brigle. He shifts it to the right point for 3. Keese bangs one hard off the glass, way too strong. And the rebound to Antwerp. Brewer floats it right side now to Leasty. Leasty gets in the lane, curls to the basket, left it short. Rebound, though, offensively for Antwerp. Here's McMichael. Flips it out to Brewer. Step back 3 from the right point is an air ball for Landon Brewer. He likes the step back and the fadeaway, but hasn't found any success with it here tonight.
Nope, everything that he's been able to get at the rim and in the paint has been off the dribble, not the step back. You're right about that.
Parker Moore and Camden Fuller back in. Antwerp, a very junior dominated basketball team as you look at that varsity roster as Eden turns it over.
And Eden should be prepared to see that, not only here tonight, but going forward. We've seen it earlier this year. Teams have had a little bit of success pressing them.
7 juniors dot this Antwerp varsity roster. Very similar to what's going on in the fall as well. All those juniors will be back next year in football. A minute to go in the quarter. 9-7, the fadeaway jumper, no good from Brewer. He got his own miss, muscles it up, and he's fouled on his way to the rim.
Now, Landon Brewer already has 7 rebounds in this game, Andy, and there's still a minute left in the opening quarter. I mean, when you talk about all those juniors, they've been in the program for now, this is their 3rd year. They've been able to play and practice alongside that great senior class and the classes above them. And as talented as they are, it's still a different role for them in different positions. And it's a mindset sometimes what your responsibilities are on the floor, and sometimes it just takes a while to gel.
Landon Brewer now 4 for 4 at the line as he makes both. He'll take a quick breather. Ben Savina is in for Antwerp for the first time. That last Eden foul, by the way, was on Cohen Hulbert, a 6'1 sophomore, collecting his first of the evening. 45 seconds to play in this first quarter. 11-7 Antwerp with the lead. This is the biggest lead of the night for either team. Hulbert, right side to Keese. Keese brings it to the middle of the floor. Keese with 5 of the Eden 7. Spin move, Keese in the lane. Tough contested shot, and he got it to go, Adam.
Boy, he's had a couple of tough ones here tonight, showing no fear as he goes into the paint. Good-looking jump shot.
And that pulls it to an 11-9 game. Could be the final trip of the first quarter. 12 to shoot. Here's Parker Moore. Moore, cross-court, Savina on the wing to Leasty. Leasty now gives it to Savina with 3, with 2. Parker Moore for 3. No, it was an air ball, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Good competitive start to this one. 11-9 Antwerp after 1. It's the 49 Classic here on V-Rock Sports.
At Paulding County Hospital, patients are their top priority, providing excellence in healthcare close to home with skilled employees, the latest technology, and state-of-the-art facilities to ensure they deliver the care you deserve. Learn more about their service offerings, find a physician, and browse helpful patient resources by going to their website at pauldingcountyhospital.com. Paulding County Hospital, hoping, growing, sharing, and caring.
Your friends at your neighborhood Eden Farmers Co-op Country Store would like to invite you to stop in at the Eden, Montpelier, and Edgerton stores to check out their complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, and outdoor products. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff is ready to answer all of your questions concerning their complete line of Kalmbach, Land O'Lakes, and much, much more. For your convenience, your purchase can be carried to your vehicle by one of their employees. Be sure to stop by soon and see them at your hometown country store, the Eden Farmers Co-op.
11-9 Antwerp with the lead over Eden. Eden 4 of 11 in that opening quarter, 0 for 4 from three-point distance. Antwerp 3 for 12, 1 for 4 from the three-point line. However, they're 4 for 4 at the foul line.
Plus 7 advantage on the boards in the opening quarter for Antwerp. In fact, Landon Brewer's out-rebounded 2-1 Eden on his own. Only 1 turnover in the first quarter. That was by Eden.
So, all in all, a well-played opening 8 minutes of basketball. Ranging for 3 and knocking it down is Carson Aldemus from the wing. And now a whistle to stop play here. Warning.
A warning. The ball went through the hoop, and they just kind of knocked it into the stage.
Must have been on Antwerp because Doug Billman is questioning Scott Budemeyer as to who did the touching.
And Booty's just kind of looking at him like, he hit it, it went onto the stage.
Here's Radebaugh across midcourt with it. Bounce pass to the high left side to Hulbert. Troush out there, Keese, and Brigle. So 4 of the 5 starters on the floor for Eden. Parker Moore on Radebaugh. Radebaugh in the lane, dumps it right. 3 ball from the corner. Keese, no good. Long rebound to Brewer. Snaps it ahead now to Cam Fuller. Fuller to Aldemus. Aldemus rotates it out in front to Brewer. A couple of steps below the foul line. Dumps it in, and a traveling violation on Aldemus as he shuffled the feet, trying to load up and go up with that lay-in attempt.
Boy, that's a nice pass from the top of the key by Landon Brewer, though, in traffic. Good bounce pass to get the ball to Aldemus. Just kind of got tangled up and got his feet choppy under the basket.
Eden, again, doing a nice job handling the half to three-quarter court pressure defense from the Archers. 1-2-2. Right side, it's Radeball with the basketball. Radeball between the circles, picks the dribble up, brings it left to Brigle. On the wing, hands it off now to Carter Keese. Keese to a cutting Troush, left of the lane, no good. Kind of hurried the shot, never really had it cleanly in his hands.
The second layup they've missed in this first half, Andy.
Leasty to Brewer, comes right side to Aldemus. Aldemus at a dozen a game, gives it up. Three ball jacked up, no good by Brewer. And on the rebound, an Antwerp foul on the backside. It will be Reed Leasty's second of the first half.
Well, you mentioned in the pregame show, Andy, you pointed it out. Antwerp not exactly lighting it up from behind the three-point line, but that's not going to deter them from launching it here tonight, tomorrow, and going forward. They're not the biggest team in the world. They are athletic. And in order for them to have success, they're going to have to shoot that a little more consistently.
So Zane McMichael has checked in for Leasty with the 2 fouls. Key skip pass to the right side. Briggs Gallahue, who just checked in, a little unsure on where he wanted to go with the basketball, and gives it up in a turnover. Now it's Brewer, picked up by Halbert. Comes to the right side to McMichael. Dribble penetration, comes back out in front now to Brewer. Brewer shovels it off to Parker Moore. Moore into the lane. Now it's a kick out. Aldemus from downtown knocks it in. And a timeout, Matt Ripke. Biggest lead of the night, and it's an 8-0 run for Antwerp. They lead it 17-9. We'll be back.
If you've been thinking about a remodeling project for your home or business, Thiel Supply Center in Blakesley should be your first choice. Thiel Supply Center in Blakesley not only has all the lumber for that project, they also have all the building supplies you'll need, along with everything you need for the project, including the cabinetry, plus the expertise to help make your home even more beautiful. It's all at Thiel Supply Center, located in Blakesley. Thiel Supply Center, wishing good luck to all the players in tonight's game. The Antwerp Athletic Boosters would like everyone to know how proud they are of the Antwerp Archers athletic teams, both the girls and the boys. They always work very hard, putting their heart into every game they play. The Antwerp Athletic Boosters will always be proud of them and will always support them. Good luck to all the players in today's game from the Antwerp Athletic Boosters, proud supporters of all the Antwerp athletics.
17-9, Antwerp enjoying their biggest lead of the evening, and Matt Ripke starting to feel things slide away from his comfort zone, Adam.
Well, they've gotten 2 possessions in a row with wide open threes, and they've buried. And I think he understands, Matt knows that they're probably not shooting it that well, so the last thing he wants to do is get them rolling, and what you do to combat that is contest those shots, and they haven't so far.
Radeball up the sideline to Troush, back to Radeball now to Keese, down to the baseline to Halbert, to a cutting Carter Keese, too strong. Rebound to Antwerp. Eden starts the quarter 0 for 3 from the field. On the deck now with it is Brewer, elevates from 10, he leaves it short. Offensive rebound to Brewer. Brewer surrounded and fouled. Take your pick. I think it's Radeball, and it will be, and it's his first.
Now, already twice in this quarter and once late in the first quarter, Eden's had looks right at the basket, just haven't convert. I mean, that one was contested, but those are 6 points that you just have to cash in on.
Nice feed into the post it goes, and it's Brewer high off the glass and in. Did a really good job of recognizing the defender, Adam, and altered the angle to get a better look.
6'4" and long, and very adept to getting the ball where it needs to be.
19-9 now, and the run continues for the Archers. Troush to Radeball, out in front to Gallahue. Back now to Max Radeball. Game 2 tonight, Hicksville and Edgerton. Antwerp, the defending champs. Radeball tries to dribble penetrate, had it deflected, and he was losing that dribble, tried to reel it back in, unable to do so, so it'll be a Bomber giveaway. By the way, if girls basketball is your flavor, that going on, the Lady Bears Image Pro Classic in Bryan. Game 1 of the night went to Fairview over Montpelier, 65-24. Bryan and Stryker will be playing in the second semifinal there here this evening. High arcing jumper for Cam Fuller that rattles out for him, and the rebound to Eden. Eden scoreless here in the second quarter. We've played almost midway through it. Here's Troush. On the right wing, into the corner now to Gallahue. Give and go back to Troush, denied away by Brewer, who tapped it out of bounds.
Eden just needs to remain patient offensively. It seems like they're maybe going a little bit faster, and mentally you just kind of breathe and slow down a little bit. They see the score. They see it slowly slipping away. Still stick to the game plan. Take your time offensively. Get the shots you want and then convert.
Here's Gallahue, who loops it into Hulbert. Hulbert gives it up now to Radebaugh. Radebaugh being checked by McMichael. Radebaugh, spin dribble, lost the handle, right into the waiting hands of Aldemus. Antwerp with numbers if they want them. Pull up three on the catch and shoot. Good. Zane McMichael for the 4th three of the night.
11-0. Start the second quarter.
22-9 Antwerp. And now a reach by McMichael and nearly got the steal. And the foul will be McMichael, his first, as he's battling with Max Radebaugh at the guard spot. And you can see Max getting a little bit frustrated because of the presence now. McMichael, a good defender.
Good athlete and only a freshman.
Of course, Dad is the girls coach and former boys coach at Antwerp. He's done a great job in both those roles. Here's Gallahue. Left side of the floor on the wing now. Gives it up. Pull up Jay just below the elbow. No good from Cohen Hulbert. Outlet now. Here's McMichael. Put it in spin cycle and banged it in the lane for two more.
That's what Antwerp wants to do. They want to push the tempo.
Gallahue able to answer as Eden quickly got back up the floor. 24-11. That stopped a 13-0 run with 3 and change to play in the first half of play. Aldemus on the wing. Hedging out and on a switch now on Hulbert has him. He'll kick it out to Moore on the left side. Parker Moore. Oh, Aldemus, this is a defensive breakdown, and they catch a break as he missed the three. Nobody boxed out Brewer. His putback is no good. Eden fortunate there. Keese hasn't gotten a touch in a while. He gives it up now to Radebaugh. 24-11. Eden got to find a way, Adam, just to give themselves a puncher's chance going into the second half. Somehow hang in here.
Yeah, you don't want to get too far. If you can keep it around 8 to 10, 11, it's where you'd like to be. Important 2.5 minutes before halftime for the Bombers.
Gallahue backdoor cut finds Keese, who beat the defender, and he didn't get it to go, but he'll shoot a pair.
Well, he got fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. Everything outstanding, the move, the cut, moving without the ball, but boy, I mean, right at the rim again. If the Bombers can just convert on some of those 4 shots right at the rim here in the first half that just for whatever reason have not fallen, that's when you're trying to pull off the upset, that's what you need to have happen. But have they, for the most part, Andy, outside of the last 2.5 minutes or so, Eden has done a really nice job moving without the basketball, finding the cutter. Just haven't been able to convert, and you just go into those stretches, and it's just magnified in a negative way when the other team all of a sudden decides to hit 3 threes in a row.
Carter Keese hits the first one, missing the second one. Rebound to Cam Fuller. Xander Smith is in for Antwerp. Carlos Sprea, the 6-foot senior exchange student, has come on for the first time for Eden. Here's Fuller. Gives it up right side now to Cohen Hitzman, who's come on as well. Now it's Parker Moore, top of the circle to Smith. Smith around the horn. Aldemus fires the 3 and buries it. His third 3 of the half.
It's been night and day in quarters 1 to 2. They can't seem to do anything wrong behind the three-point line this quarter.
4 for 6 from the three-point line in the second quarter. Big reason why they're now up 27-12 with $1:45 to go in the half. Here's Keese. Trying to work on Parker Moore. Now throws it out to Sprea. Sprea to the right point. Now Keese and a little hand check on Parker Moore. He'll join Leasty with 2 personals.
Minute 37 here in the half, Andy, and Landon Brewer already with a double-double, 10 points, 11 rebounds in the first half.
Average is 21 and 12 a game coming in.
He is out-rebounding Eden on his, and Eden's just not getting anything on the glass right now on either end of the floor.
Kendall Brigle has come back in for Eden. Carter Keese at the line, hits the front end of a 1-on-1.
That just, what you've seen a little bit too is you've just seen the margin of error, what each team has to work with. Antwerp's margin of error is a lot bigger right now than Eden's. Eden just can't afford to be making some of the mistakes and missing some of the shots that they have. That's just the way it is.
Keese splits the pair. He has 9 on the night, pretty close to his average. It's 9.9 coming in, so basically 10 a game 1:20 to go in the half, 27-13. Antwerp with the lead. Here's Brewer, top the circle. Brewer to the elbow, now to the baseline to Aldemus. Aldemus rotates it around, Hitzman to Fuller. Fuller around Brigle, wrap around pass into Smith, finds an angle, unable to get it to go. Another offensive try, and one for Landon Brewer.
6'4", strong 6'4", very long. But you can sit there and say to your blue in the face, tallest kid's always going to get the most rebounds. But there's an art to rebounding, and he just...
Apologies there. We had a little bit of a Wi-Fi hiccup, but we are back. Brewer hit the free throw for the conventional three-point play. He has 13 in this opening half of play. It's 30-13. Antwerp outscoring Eden here in this quarter, 19-4. And a traveling violation on Eden as Grant Reed forgot to put it on the deck before he went to his move.
They just seem a little jumpy, edgy right now, not sure of themselves. Whereas in the first quarter, there was flow, there was patience, they were confident where they were going with the ball. Now it just kind of seems flying from the seat of their pants, so to speak, and the scoreboard has reflected that.
30 seconds to go here in this first half. See if Antwerp brings this clock all the way down. Xander Smith rotates it around now to Aldemus, who gives to Brewer. And a second personal foul now on Briggs Gallahue, a little too aggressive in trying to deflect the basketball away. And that's part of the learning process for Briggs Gallahue, Grant Reed, Kendall Brigle. Then those are the freshmen. Then you look at the sophomores, Cohen Hulbert and Max Radebaugh. Let's face it, there's some of these kids that should be seeing more JV minutes. Numbers don't dictate that.
Yep.
Gotta play varsity minutes. You gotta help at this level. So it's a learning curve, no doubt.
That's a great point.
Dribble penetration by Brewer. He stripped on the way up, and now Eden comes up with a loose ball. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Radebaugh launches from the volleyball line, no good, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Antwerp opening up plenty of breathing room in that second quarter as they'll take a 30-13 lead into the Main Stop's halftime show. Stay with us. First half numbers and more when we come back.
Hi, Dan Stuckey here, broker-owner of Real Estate Advantage Team. Are you ready to sell your home but not quite sure how to get the ball rolling? Give me a call and I will help guide you through the entire home selling process. Making sure you and your home are ready for marketing is key to achieving the highest price possible for your home. I will help prepare you for any obstacles that may arise during the home selling process and put together a marketing plan that will give your home the best exposure possible, including right here on the radio. Selling your home can be an emotional, stressful time, but with over 25 years of real estate experience, my goal is to make your selling experience easy and stress-free. And as a Christian-based business, when you buy your home through Real Estate Advantage Team, I will donate 10% of the company's net income from your sale to a church or nonprofit charity of your choice, honoring you as the reason for the donation. So let's get you moving. Call 419-636-5100. That's 419-636-5100.
Have you always dreamed of starting your own business? Are you looking for ways to fund your child's education or save for retirement? Maybe you'd like to buy that dream home. Well, the State Bank can help you meet your financial goals, whatever they may be. With State Bank, you'll get all the products and services you expect from your bank with the personal attention of a locally operated community bank. Find a location near you today. State Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
When it comes to choosing a memorial that represents the lasting memories of a person's life, the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio can create exactly what you are looking for. Like an eagle soaring through the woods etched on a memorial. A bench that has mom and dad's names engraved into the granite to sit and reflect. A picture of the family farm etched on the stone. Or maybe your style is a memorial that has a split headstone with a vase in between for flowers. The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
Camco Industries, with facilities located located in West Unity, Ohio, and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package along with a bonus for the successful completion of probationary status, an attendance bonus, and a referral bonus. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Welcome back out here to Edgerton. This is the opening game on the opening night of the Boys State Route 49 tournament. Antwerp defeated Edgerton last night in the girls' championship game. That had to be moved from last Friday night because of the weather. Here, after an 11-9 first quarter, 19-4 second quarter for Antwerp, and shooting the three, the difference as we go into the numbers here in this first half. Landon Brewer leads all scorers with 13. Carson Aldemus with 9. Zane McMichael 5. Reed Leasty with 3. For Eden in the opening half of play, Carter Keese has 9. Briggs Gallahue 2. Peyton Troush 2 for the total of 13. Shooting the basketball, Antwerp 10 of 26 from the field, but 5 of 10 from the three-point line. Eden is 5 of 17 from the field overall and 0 for 6 from the three-point line. Antwerp 5 for 5 at the foul line. Eden 3 for 6 shooting free throws tonight.
Rebounding, Andy, is a big stat, a plus 14 advantage for the Antwerp Archers. In fact, Landon Brewer with the game-high 12 rebounds in the first half has doubled up Eden 2-1 in that category. Turnovers, Eden 5 in the first half, Antwerp with only 2.
And all of that has led to a 30-13 advantage for Antwerp. Our Main Stop's halftime show continues after these messages.
Are you looking for a mechanic that really knows how to repair both foreign and domestic vehicles? Let me recommend Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions. Dave has spent the last 25 years diagnosing and repairing all makes and models of vehicles in Northwest Ohio. And he's now teamed up with Jason Dietz on State Route 6 just east of Edgerton. So if you're looking for a mechanic that can fix the problem that your last mechanic couldn't, think of Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions.
When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about your world, more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get with me, Molly Culler, your local Allstate agent. An agent who doesn't just know what it's like to live in Bryan, but one who wants to protect life here as much as you do. Give me a call for your free quote today. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Allstate and affiliates offer products and services subject to availability, terms, and conditions.
They were once in a car seat. Now they're in the driver's seat. Having a teen driver is scary enough without the added cost to insure them. Let us help you ease your fears and save money with the Teen Smart Driver Safety Program from the Central Insurance Companies. Teen Smart's the most proven driver crash reduction program ever developed. When your teen driver enrolls in and completes the course, you could save hundreds of dollars on your Central Auto policy. Call Andries O'Neill & Lowe today to learn more about this smart way to save money. With offices in Archbold, Bryan, and Wasion, or you can find us online at andriesoneillandlowe.com.
The team at the Antwerp Exchange Bank would like to wish the Antwerp Archers and all the other teams in today's games good luck as they battle for a win. The Antwerp Exchange Bank is your headquarters for all your banking needs. Serving Antwerp and the surrounding areas faithfully, Antwerp Exchange Bank is a proud member of the community. Stop in today. We'd love to help. And again, good luck to the Antwerp Archers from Antwerp Exchange Bank.
When built right, some things just last, like an American Standard heating and air system, ranked the longest lasting brand by readers of a national testing and research magazine. Harmon's Heating and Cooling in Antwerp, Ohio, your local American Standard dealer, can upgrade your home to a system that is proven to last. Harmon's Heating and Cooling and American Standard, the highest standard of comfort. Call Harmon's Heating and Cooling for your free quote to update your system. 419-258-1640. Harmon's Heating and Cooling, wishing the athletes good luck in tonight's game.
Okay, Adam Gubernath, halftime thoughts, locker room thoughts right now in this one.
Well, I think the two things that Matt Ripke is going to be talking about with his Bombers, one, defensively, you've got to close out on the shooters. Again, what they've allowed Antwerp to do is to get open looks from behind the three-point line in rhythm, and you again pointed it out during the pregame show that they're not exactly shooting a high percentage so far this year, but the open looks they were getting, I mean, how many times did we see an Antwerp wing player get the ball, assess the situation, think about it, and then shoot it, because no one's coming out to close the shooters. And what that does is then you have to go out and guard a little bit. You have to pay attention more on the perimeter, and that's opened up driving lanes, and we've seen Antwerp take advantage of that. So I think he's going to want to clean up the defensive side. I think offensively, just be patient and finish. 4 layups. Granted, a couple of them were contested, but 4 shots at the basket that Eden would probably tell you they should have cashed in. There's 8 points. Suddenly, you're at a 9-point game. I mean, little things like that they need to clean up on offense. And like we were talking late in the half, the margin of error, it is what it is for Eden, isn't that big. And we see when they don't take advantage of every situation, turn the ball over a little bit more, they're getting killed. I mean, they just don't have a huge margin of error that they can overcome lapses like that, and we saw what happened in that second quarter.
30-13, Antwerp with the lead. That'll do it for the main stops of Northwest Ohio. Halftime report. Second half will get underway next.
Check out the newest, most exciting venue in the area. The Eager Beaver Axe Hole is Defiance's first axe throwing venue with axe throwing lanes, VIP room, full service bar, pool leagues, and more. Schedule your lane today. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, or call 419-980-7121. That's 419-980-7121. The Eager Beaver Axe Hole, Defiance's first axe throwing venue.
Fritsch Excavating and CMF Enterprise of Eden wants to wish the Eden Bombers the best of luck in tonight's game. Fritsch Excavating is family-owned and operated for over 30 years, and they handle everything from site prep to parking lots to land clearing. They can also put in a driveway, run a water line to an outdoor building, do a sewer line, or tile work as well. CMF Enterprise is a female-owned and operated business serving Ohio and Indiana, offering dump truck services, including aggregate material sales. CMF also handles a large variety of construction, landscaping, ag, and residential materials as well. Fritsch Excavating of Eden and CMF Enterprise of Eden wishing the Bombers the best of luck in tonight's game. Always supporting student athletes and coaches in the Eden School District, the Eden Athletic Boosters. The Eden Athletic Boosters would like to take this opportunity to salute the student athletes and coaches in tonight's game. Hey, how would you like to be a part of the Eden Athletic Boosters? Come to a meeting and find out what they're all about. Maybe even volunteer at a concession stand. For more information, phone 419-272-3213. The Eden Athletic Boosters, supporting student athletes and coaches in Eden.
Start of the second half, it will be Eden basketball to begin things. Peyton Troush, Max Radebaugh, Briggs Gallahue, Cohen Hulbert, and Carter Keese, the original 5. Antwerp will go with their 5 of Parker Moore, Carson Aldemus, Reed Leasty, Landon Brewer, and Cam Fuller. Remember, Leasty, 2 fouls in the first half, along with Zane McMichael, who is the 6th man. Top of the circle, Troush comes right side over to Hulbert. Hulbert gives it up now to Radebaugh. Radebaugh to Gallahue. 30-13, our score as we begin this second half of play. Troush, middle of the floor to Hulbert. Lob to the post that really was never there because Antwerp had Gallahue surrounded, and they get the steal and a drive to the basket. No good by Carson Aldemus, but on the rebound, a foul on Eden.
And that's kind of a microcosm of what we saw in that second quarter. They run about 30 seconds off the clock, working it around, and then they just force it into something that just wasn't there.
Second foul of the night on Hulbert. Catch and shoot 3, no good from Landon Brewer. Rebound to Carter Keese. Now it's Radebaugh across the timeline. Radebaugh left side to Gallahue. On the wing it goes to Hulbert, trying to bull his way to the basket. Lost the dribble and then stripped on the way up by Brewer. Brewer with a no-look ahead. Got rid of it to Leasty, who lays it home. Felt some potential contact coming his way and just floated the lead pass.
He saw that he had a teammate that was all by himself streaking down the court. All you got to do is basically throw it in that general direction, and that's exactly what he did.
32-13 Antwerp on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. A minute and a half in to this third quarter. Nice cut by Radeball, and the find, and off glass. Max Radeball banks it in. Briggs Gallahue with a good pass.
And that's been a bright spot for Eden here tonight. The ability to move without the basketball. Backdoor cut right off the top of the key. Gets him a 8-foot runner in the lane.
32-15. Dribble handoff to Fuller. Fuller around to the left side now to Leasty. Leasty explodes baseline. Blocked from behind by Gallahue, who blocked it out of bounds. Antwerp maintains possession. Hicksville and Edgerton in the late game tonight. Aces are 8-0. Edgerton 1-5 coming in. Parker Moore's entry pass or inbounds pass deflected away by Radeball and out of bounds, so it'll stay there.
That might be the Hicksville-Edgerton matchup. Might be the most played rivalry game basketball-wise in Northwest Ohio.
Yeah, that's a great point. Backdoor cut. Aldemus lay-in attempt is no good. Offensive rebound, and Parker Moore misses a medium-range jumper, and then it's out of bounds off Antwerp.
They play consistently a couple times every year. They meet here. They play in the league. A lot of times they meet in the tournament.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet there's probably 170, 180-plus meetings between those two.
We need our resident Hicksville historian. Jack Schock's here.
There you go.
But we have one listening at home, but he's down and out.
You
know, that Big Apple trip takes a lot out of somebody that's 106.
And all those last-second crushing defeats.
Oh, yeah. Not to mention dance moves. 5.5 to go in the third, 32-15.
That ain't dancing, Sally.
No, it wasn't. Hulbert from downtown for three, no good. Rebound Antwerp and Parker Moore. Now it's Parker Moore, straight on look at a three, too strong. Rebound though offensively, and then lost or turned over by Carson Aldemus to Radeball. Eden left to right into their half-court offense. 3 minutes gone by in the third. 32-15, Antwerp in control. Here's Troush on the elbow. Comes topside now to Keese. Keese spin move in the lane. Pump fake. Shot from 12. Muscled up, no good. Offensive rebound put back up and in by Peyton Troush. And an Eden timeout. 4:52 left in the third. 32-17 Antwerp. Will be right back.
When you're in need of a new appliance, go to your local appliance dealer, Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan. They carry new, used, and scratch and dent appliances. They carry the brands you need: Speed Queen, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Amana, and GE. Many in stock for you to take home today. Then when you have something wrong in years to come, Direct Link will also service everything. No need to call that 800 number and talk to someone you don't know. Just call Direct Link at 419-636-4541, and they'll be out to fix it for you whether it's under warranty or not. Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan, your local appliance dealer.
Welcome back. Matt Ripke burning a third timeout. And 32-17, Antwerp in front. Zane McMichael inserted into the lineup for the first time here in the second half. Right side on the wing to Leasty. Leasty top the key to Brewer. Around to McMichael. Talk about a bright future for a young man, Zane McMichael.
Heck of a golfer, too.
Goes left side, gives it up now to Leasty. Leasty on the elbow, now attacking the basket. Fouled. Is it somebody in front? It looked like Gallahue got all ball from behind, and it is up front. That'll be Max Radebaugh's second. So that'll put Reed Leasty on the free throw line for Antwerp. He is a 54.5% free throw shooter. Antwerp is a team at 69%.
Well, it's a different Antwerp team this year than what we've seen, obviously, when you consider the personnel loss, but just more of a, and not that they weren't a perimeter-oriented ability to shoot on the outside type team last year, but it seems they're going to rely on that and dribble driving more so than maybe anything in the paint.
Leasty has hit both of them. Antwerp remains perfect at the foul line tonight. Kendall Brigle is in for Eden. Into the lane it goes now to Gallahue. Turns, little flip shot, no good. Rebound Brewer up ahead to Leasty. Leasty surrounded by a trio of bombers, still gets it up. Just kind of a wild shot, no good. Well, then Antwerp gets the steal, and it'll be an over and back, and the teams exchange a couple of sloppy turnovers there.
But what they are is athletic. I'm not exactly sure you could speak better than I could exactly all the positions, those that played football that are on the floor, but I'm willing to bet you've got your fair share of running backs, receivers, and defensive backs on the floor this year for Antwerp.
So our resident historian tells us through 2018 they had played 151 times. Hicksville 77, Edgerton 74.
That's through 2018.
Yeah,
so
through
we're only
18.
missing about 3.5 years.
Yep.
Yeah, minor detail, but you get the gist.
By far the most common opponent.
Oh, I would think so.
Yep. Jumper is good for 3. Leasty hits his second 3. And at the 3:28 mark, it is 37-19 Antwerp. Little fade away along the baseline, good for Carter Keese.
He's played a nice game, not afraid to take defenders off the dribble, and more times than not, able to finish near the rim.
He's in double figures now with 11. Going into the lane is Leasty, had it poked away. Eden comes up with a loose ball. Here's Trausch. Across the timeline, hands to Radeball. We go under 3 minutes left in this third quarter. 37-21. Antwerp breaking open a close first quarter with a 19-4 second. Trausch on the give and go lays it home. He has 8. And Eden has now made 3 straight field goals. They just got to get a few more stops on the defensive end. Here's Parker Moore along the baseline. Floats it out. Aldemus looking for his 4-3 and gets it. A dagger and a full timeout from Doug Billman. 2:39 left in the third. 40-23. Antwerp will be back in 60 seconds.
You never know what life will throw your way, so you always need to be protected. At Danielle Van Atta Agency in Bryan, they will take care of you. With years of experience and expertise in the field, Danielle and her team will get you headed in the right direction with your home, auto, life, or business insurance. So when life throws something at you, you know you're protected the right way. Contact Danielle Van Atta Agency today at 1318 East High Street, Suite A in Bryan, or call 419-636-0408. Danielle Van Atta Agency, ready to help protect you. Have a water softener and need to get some salt? Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan has just what you need. Diamond Crystal's Water Softener Salt. Get 50-pound bags of Solar Natural salt crystals or 40-pound bags of Iron Fighter salt pellets. Diamond Crystal works on most water softeners and can help extend the life of your appliance. Plus, it comes in easy-to-handle bags. So if you're in need of salt for your water softener, get to Donaldson's Ace Hardware in Bryan and pick up your bag of Diamond Crystal salt today.
40-23, Antwerp with the lead. It's Eden basketball here in the late stages of this third quarter. Again, a rematch of last year's final, won by Antwerp. Ended up winning by 20. Broke open a close game last year, early in the third quarter.
Yeah, I remember right.
Here's Carter Keese, circles it out in front. He'll give it up to Radeball. Radeball picked up by Aldemus. Shifts it to the right side to Keese. Back to Radeball. Now to Carter Keese. Antwerp going a little zone here to start or come out of that timeout. Or is it man? It is man. Beg your pardon. Here's turnaround jumper on the baseline. How about Peyton Trausch picking things up here for Eden in the second half?
He's played well. Leads them in rebounding as well.
Aldemus goes baseline and is going to be fouled on the play. Carson Aldemus already at his average of a dozen. Will shoot 2. Radeball has his third. He's the first player tonight to get 3 fouls. So a 2-shot foul opportunity here, and Aldemus buries the first one.
Nice to see his dad, the athletic director over at Antwerp, before the game. Too stuck up to come over and say hi. Just waved at us from a distance, but no offense taken.
I saw him in the fall. He probably thought we were good. Actually, then going to my seat at Notre Dame Stadium for the Billy Joel concert, in the same section was Drew Aldemus and his wife.
So
he's thinking to himself, that's too much Brigle for 1 year. I'll wave. It had nothing to do with you, Goobs.
Good guy, and got to know him through the years. One of our favorites.
Radeball diagonally down low. It goes to Hulbert. Hulbert tried that drop step move. Now shoots over the top of Xander Smith and scores.
That's 6'1" sophomore Andy using his strength to get a little bit of space where he could get the shot off.
A carry on Parker Moore. You know, Adam, 5 straight makes for Eden. 6 of their last 7, and overall in the quarter, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They are 7 of 10 from the field. Now, they're still down 14 because Antwerp has hit a couple of threes, gotten to the line, and they haven't really been able to dig in.
But they're getting them in the flow of their offense. I mean, and this is the consistency factor that we talked about at the beginning. You had a good first quarter, a good third quarter so far, but that second quarter was not, and that's why they find themselves in the hole right now.
Here's Hulbert. Powers it up, no good, but he'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's understanding, too, what you can do as a player and what your limits are sometimes. You don't want to get into a situation that you're trying to do things that, A, you normally wouldn't do, and B, you just can't do. And for the most part here tonight, I think Eden's done that very well. You don't see guys trying to take hero 4-point shots and everything. They're doing it. But like you said, it's just a process, and we've talked with Matt a little bit, you more so than me, but I think he understands the situations he's in. And it's more teaching right now than anything.
First free throw by Hulbert was off target. Here's his second one. That rattles out. Going to get the rebound is McMichael for Antwerp. Now Brewer with a little half-court trap from Eden. Kendall Brigle at the point of it. He just checked in. Near turnover by Antwerp, by Leasty. Antwerp maintains, though, and here's McMichael at the volleyball line. Comes left side of the floor now to Landon Brewer. He has not scored here in this second half. 36 seconds left in the third. Carson Aldemus is going to come in as they had the dead ball opportunity to get him in. And that'll be in place of Xander Smith. Here's Brewer. On the wing now to McMichael. McMichael to Leasty. They may hold for the last one here, unless they get something real good on a backdoor cut. McMichael, baseline. McMichael turned away and buried himself too far. Brewer went and bailed him out, though, because he went and got the basketball that was loose. Now to a cutting Aldemus from Brewer, and he's fouled on the way up. 2 shots for Carson Aldemus.
Boy, you could see how well Antwerp is coached in the aspect where you saw Brewer driving baseline, and as he was going baseline, you saw 2 Antwerp guards at the top, scissor cut at the top of the key, both going down either side of the lane, giving him an option, 2 options to dish it off to, and he found Aldemus. That doesn't happen by accident.
No, it does not. Aldemus, a 67% free throw shooter on the year, has missed a couple here tonight.
It's like the drill with the quarterback when they always say when the quarterback scrambles out of the pocket, receivers know what they're supposed to do. I mean, that's kind of when the play breaks down and the guy's going baseline, you know where to go.
Second Aldemus free throw was good. That makes it a 42-27 lead. Final 7 seconds. Here's Hulbert. Dribble drive and a foul on Aldemus on the floor. His second, team's second. Here comes Peyton Troush. Back in for Eden. 3.5 seconds to play, third quarter here on WBNO-FM in Bryan. Radeball looks, throws it out on top. Keese with it. Got to get a shot away. Keese bounced pass inside and was too unselfish, and they did not get an opportunity to score. Through 3, 42-27 Antwerp here on B-Rock Sports.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With Midwest Community Federal Credit Union's new rewards checking account powered by Bazing, you get access to thousands of local discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. All you have to do is show your mobile coupon and save. No matter who you are or what you do, saving money is for everyone. Stop by a Midwest Community branch or visit midwestcommunity.org to open a rewards checking account today.
Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, wants to say good luck to the Eden Bombers in tonight's athletic contest. Precise Metal Form is a proud supporter of Eden Bomber athletics, both boys and girls sports. Precise Metal Form in Bryan, saluting the athletes on all of their hard work and wishing them the best of luck in this athletic contest. Precise Metal Form, 810 Commerce Drive in Bryan, saying go Bombers in this game.
Andy Brigle, Adam Gubernath, back with you here in Edgerton. It's the State Route 49 Classic, the 28th boys tournament. It's been every year since 1995 except 2020. And this opening game is a 15-point game. Antwerp on top, 42-27. Both teams 10 shot attempts in the third quarter. Eden was 7 of 10. Antwerp 3 of 10, but they had 2 of them be threes. That was a misfire for 3. And they got to the foul line and made a little more, so that's why the lead is still 15. It was 17 at the half.
I think Eden a little bit more disciplined in that quarter, and Antwerp just not hitting from behind the three-point line. And
Trausch will take a 3 on the wing that goes in and comes out. And the rebound to Antwerp. Leasty fires it over to McMichael. Opening minute of the fourth quarter. Jumper on the way from the baseline. An air ball from Cam Fuller. And on the rebound, a foul will go on Reed Leasty. And that'll become his third foul of the night. In the Northwest Signal Holiday Classic, a.k.a. the Klecker Tourney. At the end of 3, Wasion leads Holgate 46-30. Our old buddy Dave is busy this week. He's just setting up shop at some tournament somewhere in every county.
He's normally, the last few years it's been at the Grand Canyon. He goes 4 big nights, double headers both nights. He loves his holiday tournament basketball, and he's
the 49 boys tournament for me is enough. Turnover by Eden, and then on the foul, Rada ball from behind. I had him for 3, give him 4, and that's what they do have. They had announced it, had made a correction the last time he picked up a foul and said that was only his second, and then that would have been third, but it is his fourth. Kendall Brigle now for Max Rada ball with 7:01 to play. 42-27, Antwerp looking to defend their championship from 18 and 19. Or I'm sorry, 19 and 21. Brewers jumper in and out, no good. It was a long 2, and the rebound to Eden. And Carter Keese in a foul coming up the floor. And that'll be number 3 on Parker Moore. Moore and Leasty with 3. Rada ball with 4 for Eden. Hicksville, Edgerton, when we are done here. Carter Keese to Kendall Brigle. Brigle, top of the circle. It goes to Trausch. Inside look to Trausch. That ball is deflected up in the air. Loose ball grabbed by Aldemus. He'll give it up now to Parker Moore. Transition to McMichael. 3 in the corner is an air ball. No good. And the rebound saved by Antwerp, but right into the lap of Cohen Hulbert. Deking and waiting. It's Moore. He finds Brewer and 1 coming up for Landon Brewer.
Well, again, those are the kind of mistakes that just come back to haunt you. You got the turnover after Antwerp got an offensive rebound, then you give it right back, and then to add insult to injury, you foul the layup, and Brewer's not going to miss those.
Full timeout, Matt Ripke. 6:15 to go. 44-27 Antwerp on B-Rock Sports.
Since 1875, 4 generations of the Krill family have served this area. Krill Funeral Service realizes that the end can be a difficult and emotional time. They will guide you through each and every step of the funeral process, carefully and with integrity. Krill Funeral Service expresses appreciation for your trust in them, and they'll continue to be there for you in times of need. Krill Funeral Service of Edgerton, Eden, and on West Mulberry Street in Bryan, where they offer an on-site crematory.
Locally owned and operated for 19 years, Eden Pizza is your best choice for the freshest pizza in the area. Call them at 419-272-2452 and order from a large variety of menu items, including pasta, calzones, wings, and of course, pizza and subs.
6:15 remaining. It's Antwerp 44 and Eden 27 here as Antwerp continues to maintain that lead. Even with Eden playing better here in the second half, they haven't been able to make a dent into that Antwerp advantage.
Seems like anytime they get it down to about 15, 14, 13, Antwerp's just had a little answer to push it back up to 18, 19. Kind of just been stuck in that zone here most of the second half.
Brewer, who's perfect at the foul line tonight at 5 for 5, will try to complete the three-point play, and he missed it. But an offensive rebound to Hitzman for Antwerp. He gives to Brewer. Fade away just below the foul line. Good for Landon Brewer.
One of the stats that'll really tell the story of this one, obviously the glass. Antwerp has just absolutely destroyed Eden on the boards here tonight.
And there's that 19-point lead that you just talked about where that's been kind of that biggest margin, and then they've been able to slice it down to about 13 or so. And right now, 46-27. Eden basketball. Left side, Carter Keese on the left point. Bounce pass toward the high post. Trying to deny it and picking up the foul. Just his first of the night is Landon Brewer. Carlos Sprea for Peyton Trausch. Consolation game will be tomorrow night at 6 with the title game immediately following. Looks as if it's going to be Eden playing in that opening game and Antwerp in the late game. Hicksville Edgerton, our late game tonight to complete the puzzle to night 2. Here's Kendall Brigle, baseline right to Sprea. Sprea out on the wing, gives it to Brigle. Cross court to Keese. Keese top of the circle, 5:25 remaining. 46-27, Edgerton in the lane. The pull-up jumper by Carter Keese, no good. Ball bouncing, batted around, grabbed by Sprea. He'll push it out. Hulbert from downtown, air ball 3. Finally, Brewer controls the glass for Antwerp. Middle of the floor now, weaving his way through traffic. Brewer shovels it off now. Here's Leasty, who's going to be fouled by Sprea on his way to the basket.
Boy, these guards for Antwerp, they go in, initiate the contact, and it seems like they're the ones that are giving out the most. In the physicality aspect, they can withstand so much. Strong kids.
Leasty to shoot a pair. He has 10 tonight. One of 3 archers in double figures. Missing at the line. Cam Fuller back in for Antwerp in place of Carson Aldemus. Sprea out, Trausch back in. Radeball with the 4 fouls reports in for Carter Keese.
Kind of been a little choppy fourth quarter here so far.
Reed Leasty got the roll on the second one. Under 5 remaining in this one. Edgerton in total control as they force another Eden giveaway. Here comes transition. Leasty finds Parker Moore. A pump fake, and he's stripped and fouled on the way up. And Parker Moore, who has not scored tonight, goes to the line to shoot a pair. 47-27 Antwerp. The foul is the second on Kendall Brigle. And Parker Moore misfires at the line. Hey, when we come out of the break and our first games of 2023, we'll start it on Thursday of next week. Eden and Montpelier in a BBC matchup. Adam and I will see the boys on Friday night of that week. Eden at Montpelier. And then Saturday night, these Antwerp Archers at North Central. At the foul line, Briggs Gallahue drops it off down low. Peyton Trausch didn't get the bounce along the baseline. The miss is rebounded by Antwerp. Parker Moore slicing it ahead to Hitzman. Now to Leasty, and a traveling violation on Antwerp.
Now, a lot of whistles here in the fourth quarter.
So, Adam, this is only game 6 for Antwerp. When do you finally think, after the late start because of football, that we start to see them gel and maybe see a true Antwerp team at that full capacity?
Mid-January. I mean,
That's
you
fair.
have to remember, too, that they're playing teams that have been playing now. You know, they're scrambling to get games in and that sort of thing. They've already got the one conference loss, so they're playing from behind to begin with.
Well as Eden shot in the third quarter at 7 of 10, they've started 0 for 5 here.
And the turnovers is mounting up for each team, getting a little sloppy out there right now.
Radeball over to Trausch with 3:50 to go. 48-27 Antwerp. They're going to leave here 4-2. Briggs-Gallahue, jumper on the baseline, no good. Rebound putback, Sprea, no good. And now Brewer has it. Eden going to drop to 3-7 heading into the consolation game tomorrow night.
Well, game 6, I think in many aspects, I think Doug and the kids are still trying to settle into exactly what their roles are, what they feel comfortable with doing, and what they don't right now.
Brewer off the move, jumper good from baseline. 18 for Landon Brewer. Here is Briggs-Gallahue. I make that 20 for him. Jump shot to answer, no good from Troush. Brewer another rebound. It is 50-27. Antwerp. 2:45 remaining. 11-9 quarter at the end of one, Antwerp. Then they opened up, and a reach on Sprea will be his second. Then it was 30-13 Archers at the half. 42-27 through 3, and have added 2, piled on here a bit in the fourth.
Big game for Landon Brewer, 20 points, 17 rebounds right now.
Looks like his night is done, and he'll be stuck on those numbers. Not stuck on, but he'll finish on those numbers.
You know, one of the questions, and this is something that as coaches you watch film and you work on, you know, if the outside shots aren't falling, where is the offense going to come from? Odds are off the dribble drive, but where's that offense going to come from when you're not hitting from the perimeter?
That free throw by Fuller, by the way, was no good. Troush's drive on the baseline and throw to the top was deflected around and intercepted. 2:15 to go. 50-27 Antwerp. Aldemus gives it up now to Xander Smith. Bounce pass over to Zane McMichael. Also Ben Savina out there and Cam Fuller. McMichael picks his dribble up. Somehow funnels it through to Xander Smith. And now Fuller. Under 2 to go.
And you could say that, Andy, for for almost every team. You know, if your shots aren't falling on the perimeter, where's the offense going to come from? I think one of the big question marks, will Antwerp be able to get something at the basket, posting up if they have to in a half-court set? And they've had that the last few years, you know, specifically with Jagger Landers, but some other kids as well.
3 in doubles tonight. Brewer with 20, Aldemus with 14, Leasty with 11.
But the one thing they do very well that can make up for some of that is they spread the floor exceptionally well, and they've got guys that can dribble drive, beat a defender off the dribble, and get to the basket, and that's something they've done quite often here tonight. So maybe that's what they rely on going forward.
Yeah. I think those are all valid points, fair points. Cam Fuller, as we come down on a minute and a foul, which is good for kids like Cohen Hitzman and 2 others waiting to get in over there on that far side table. Aiden Leasty. And I think Derek Hines.
There's no worse feeling, Andy, when you're sitting on the end of that bench and then the coach finally grabs you to get you in at the end of the game, and then all of a sudden there's no dead balls, and you just stare at the clock. You get in, and you're like, Coach grabbed me at the 2.5-minute mark, and now there's 49 seconds left. What's going on?
Cam Fuller 0 for 2.
And I don't know about you, but early on when I was young, if I got into a situation like this, I don't care what the coach said. I wasn't running the offense. I got the ball. I was shooting it.
Well, I got a story about that as Fuller missed them both. I happened to be in there as Antwerp gets an offensive rebound. Jumper for 3, no good from Derek Hines, out of bounds to Eden with 54 seconds. I got in there, was the last starter in with guys that had not played not only all night, but probably all weekend or much all season. And I told them, hey, Coach told me to bring it up with the sole intent of I'm going down and I'm chucking it in the blowout, and I did. Now, some say selfish move. I say I just needed to try to raise – I was still working on the future games, though. I wanted to get that shooting percentage dialed in. Coach told me to bring it up. They never had a shot at seeing the ball. 30 seconds to go.
We get a dead ball here. I got one for you, too. That's awesome.
And there's your dead ball as Gallagher's fouled and will go to the line.
One of the first, I think my first year I coached junior high basketball, we were up big at the end of the game. We had so many kids, they wouldn't let us cut. We didn't have a B team. We had like 40 kids that we had to get in. So kids get in the fourth quarter, and I'm telling them, you got a minute and a half. And they're like, these kids are like, what offense are we running? I'm like, get the ball and shoot. So we're inbounding right in front of the scorer's table. We bounce it out to midcourt. Kid that hardly ever gets to play grabs the ball, turns, underhand, chucks it from half court, sails over the backboard. And he's like, Coach, you said shoot it.
That's a coachable kid.
That's right. He listened and did what he was technically told. So
4 on the night for Gallagher as he hit them both. 20 seconds to play, 50-29 Edgerton.
You don't get into the scorebook, my friend, by throwing a bounce pass to the right wing with 13 seconds left.
Nope. Absolutely not. In Edgerton, it's 50-29, and that's going to kill the clock. Antwerp back to the final. Final tonight, Antwerp 50, Eden 29. The final numbers on this one when we come back.
At Paulding County Hospital, patients are their top priority, providing excellence in healthcare close to home with skilled employees, the latest technology, and state-of-the-art facilities to ensure they deliver the care you deserve. Learn more about their service offerings, find a physician, and browse helpful patient resources by going to their website at pauldingcountyhospital.com. Paulding County Hospital, hoping, growing, sharing, and caring.
Hi, Dan Stuckey here, broker owner of Real Estate Advantage Team. Are you looking for a realtor that will put your wants and needs first? Whether you're looking for a new home or selling your current home, I am with you every step of the way. If you're selling, I will do a comparative market analysis for you so you know what your home should sell for, and I will market your home using the most up-to-date methods available. If you're ready to buy a home, I will go out of my way to get you in the home of your dreams. I work around your schedule and provide you with all the information you need to make the best home buying decision. With over 25 years of real estate experience, I am your trusted real estate advisor. Also, as a Christian-based business, when you buy or sell a home through Real Estate Advantage Team, I will donate 10% of the company's net income from your sale to a church or nonprofit charity of your choice, honoring you as the reason for the donation. So let's get you moving. Call 419-636-5100. That's 419-636-5100.
When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Stark's at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040.
If you've been thinking about a remodeling project for your home or business, Thiel Supply Center in Blakesley should be your first choice. Thiel Supply Center in Blakesley and not only has all the lumber for that project, they also have all the building supplies you'll need, along with everything you need for the project, including the cabinetry, plus the expertise to help make your home even more beautiful. It's all at Thiel Supply Center, located in Blakesley. Thiel Supply Center, wishing good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
Have you always dreamed of starting your own business? Are you looking for ways to fund your child's education or save for retirement? Maybe you'd like to buy that dream home. Well, the State Bank can help you meet your financial goals, whatever they may be. With State Bank, you'll get all the products and services you expect from your bank with the personal attention of a locally operated community bank. Find a location near you today. State Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Your friends at your neighborhood Eden Farmers Co-op Country Store would like to invite you to stop in at the Eden, Montpelier, and Edgerton stores to check out their complete line of pet supplies, animal feed, and outdoor products. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff is ready to answer all of your questions concerning their complete line of Kalmbach, Land O'Lakes, and much, much more. For your convenience, your purchase can be carried to your vehicle by one of their employees. Be sure to stop by soon and see them at your hometown country store, the Eden Farmers Co-op.
Hi, I'm Paul Rorick Jr. at the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio. We hope that you and your family will have the best that the holiday season affords. The best of health, the best of family, and the best of happiness. The Fackler Monument Company sincerely wishes that you and your loved ones are safe this season and that the coming year will bring you success and happiness. Have a very Merry Christmas and the happiest of New Years from Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio, serving families since 1924.
Import cars and trucks are amazing, but fixing them creates a dilemma. Do you go to the city for service and repairs? Well, it's time for a change. Jason Dietz Automotive Services on State Route 6, just east of Edgerton, is the answer. If you own a Volkswagen, Toyota, Honda, BMW, Mercedes, or any other Asian or European vehicle, Jason Dietz Automotive Services has you covered. With over 30 years of experience on imports, Dave Brown and Sam Bailey are the experts that can fix it right the first time. So if you're looking for a mechanic that can fix the problem your last mechanic couldn't, call 419-298-0777 and make your appointment today.
Welcome back out here. Our final in game one. Antwerp wins 50-29. Let's go through the numbers. Landon Brewer, a quick clerical error, 19 for Landon Brewer. One of three in double figures. He led the way. Carson Aldemus 14, Reed Leasty 11, Zane McMichael 5, Parker Moore 1. Eden put two in double figures. Carter Key scored 11. Peyton Troush finished with 10. Briggs Gallahue 4. Max Radebaugh 2. Cohen Hulbert 2. Antwerp on the night, 16 of 44 from the field, 7 of 17 from the three-point line. Eden just 12 of 35 shooting tonight, 0 for 9 from 3. Antwerp 11 of 19 at the foul line. Eden was 5 of 10 shooting free throws, Adam.
Rebounding tonight, Andy, a plus 21 advantage on the board for Antwerp here tonight, led by Landon Brewer, who had 17 rebounds. Eden was led by Carter Keeson, 5. Final turnover numbers, Eden a dozen, Antwerp had 8.
All right, that closes the book on game one. Antwerp wins it 50-29. We begin our Oberlin and Turnbull Funeral Homes pregame show for game two. 8-0 Hicksville, 1-5 Edgerton. The Brian Ford Lincoln Conversations coming up with Tony Tier of Hicksville and Brett Greaser from Edgerton on B-Rock Sports.
Hi, I'm Molly Culler, your local Allstate agent. I live and work here just like you. And with all kinds of local insurance advice, I am someone you can count on to help you protect all that's good in your life. I make it easy to save on the quality protection you need. I will even help do the switching and paperwork for you. So stop by my office today for a quote. We are located on West High Street in Bryan. That's 1111 West High Street in Bryan.
When it comes to choosing a memorial that represents the lasting memories of a person's life, the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio can create exactly what you are looking for, like an eagle soaring through the woods etched on a memorial, a bench that has mom and dad's names engraved into the granite to sit and reflect, a picture of the family farm etched on the stone, or maybe your style is a memorial that has a split headstone with a vase in between for flowers. The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
Knox Textile is proud to help sponsor tonight's game. You can rely on Knox Textile to provide your business with reliable service and all your uniform, towel, and mat rentals. They have competitive pricing and will service their products. They have products which include paper products and Gojo products. Good luck to all the Edgerton Bulldogs from everyone at Knox Textile. Knox Textile, proud supporters of everyone in tonight's game and serving the area with reliable service.
Why do so many people travel to Jason East Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knurk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason East Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
If you're searching for a quality vehicle, get to Jim Schmidt's family of dealerships in Hicksville. You'll find it all at Jim Schmidt's. Low prices, new and used cars, and friendly service. Find out why more and more people take the short drive to Hicksville for their next vehicle. For the finest selection of vehicles at affordable prices, get to Jim Schmidt's family of dealerships in Hicksville. And Jim Schmidt would like to wish all the players good luck in tonight's game.
Night number 1 of the State Route 49 Classic as we get ready for Hicksville and Edgerton. And Hicksville head coach Tony Tier joins us on our Brian Ford Lincoln conversation with the coaches. And Tony, obviously, if you're undefeated as I'm talking to you, you're pleased overall with where things are. I know there are things to work on. I get all of that. But 8 games in, tell me your perspective of Hicksville Aces basketball.
Yeah, and you're right. You know, from a coaching standpoint, there's always things that we need to continue to get better with. And, you know, we're just going to, going into this 49 and after Christmas, we're certainly going to play some really good teams, so we have to continue to improve. But like you said, I mean, overall, we're extremely proud, I think, is maybe the right word of our guys for how we've started this season. You know, it all starts for us on the defensive end. You know, from day one of training camp, even going back into last summer, day one, I mean, we were preaching defense. We knew that we had to be a really good defensive team if we were going to be successful this year. And our guys have really, really bought into that. And I think we've been really locked into the details of things early on in the year, which, you know, isn't always the case. And we just got a group of kids that really work hard. You know, I feel like we really play for each other. Offensively, we're pretty balanced. I don't think there's, you know, one guy that goes off every night. It's you know, you have your guys you lean on, but it's pretty spread out. I feel like we move the ball really well at that end of the floor. And like I said, you know, we get stops. So I'm really proud of our guys. It's been a really, really fun group to coach, you know, so far this year. But, you know, like I said, now you get into to where you really find out about your team now, because this Route 49 Classic, all 4 teams really, really want to win it. It's become a really, really great tournament throughout the years, and then we're going to go right into conference play. So certainly we'll find out where we're at here over the next week to 2 weeks, and our guys are really looking forward to the challenges. Let's talk Edgerton, Tony. Tell me a little bit about this Bulldogs team. Give us your scouting report. They're a really, really good team. This is a type of game where it's really hard going into it, because you look at their record and you see 1-5, but this is one of the best 1-5 teams I think I've seen. But then you go through their schedule and it makes sense. I mean, they have played such a hard schedule. You know, they've played at Bryan, they've played Wauseon, they've played Archbold, they've played Swanton. You know, they beat a good striker team. You know, they played a really good Sonora team. I mean, every team they've played has been really, really good. And, you know, I know they lost to Wauseon by just 2. You know, they lost a close one to Bryan by 3. So they've really, Sonora by 5, they've really competed with these really good teams. So, they're a good basketball team. I think what makes them so good is they have 5 guys that can really score the ball. You know, they certainly have Everett, who is a really, really good point guard, really quick, good shooter, can really get in the paint, drive and kick, and score around the rim as well. And then you have Swank, who's one of the best shooters in the area. And then you put Blue around them, Herman around them. You know, they're just really, really a good offensive team because they have threats everywhere. They run really good motion with a lot of screens. They run flare screens, ball screens, curl screens, cross screens. You know, they execute their offense really well. And then they mix up their defenses really well. They run a really good 1-2-2 full court press. They'll play really good man-to-man defense, and then they have a really good 3-2 zone defense. So, you know, anytime you play a team that executes really well on offense and has a lot of offensive threats with as good as shooters as they have, especially Swank, and then they can throw multiple defenses at you, it's really challenging. And then you throw on top of that you're in a 49, you're on their home floor. You know, we were talking to our kids. This might be the biggest challenge we face this year, quite honestly. So they're a really good team, and we're going to have to really, really be focused and play a really, really good game in order to beat them. Hey, Tony, thanks for the time here on the pregame. Wish you best of luck in this one against Edgerton and the 49 Classic in general. Hey, thanks a lot, Andy. Appreciate it.
Just like farmers who depend on us, Valley depends on providing the best in reliable technology, durable products, and smart connections so your pivot becomes your workhorse in the field. Being tasked with the job of feeding the world is no easy feat. Valley is here to lighten your load, getting you the greatest yield from your field and making the most out of every drop. Always improving, always innovating. Valley Irrigation is the one you can depend on. When you're looking for dependability, count on Andy Farnham and AG Irrigation to be there every step of the way.
Edgerton Forge, located on US 6 just outside of Edgerton, are proud supporters of the Bulldogs. Come join them for open interviews Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. with immediate openings for maintenance and first and third shift general laborers, paying up to $22.24 per hour. Apply online at edgertonforge.com/careers or stop in and see them for an application and tour the facility at 257 East Morrison Street in Edgerton. Come see what they're all about and join them as they forge into the future. Go Bulldogs!
The team at the Antwerp Exchange Bank would like to wish the Antwerp Archers and all the other teams in today's games good luck as they battle for a win. The Antwerp Exchange Bank is your headquarters for all your banking needs. Serving Antwerp and the surrounding areas faithfully, Antwerp Exchange Bank is a proud member of the community. Stop in today. We'd love to help. And again, good luck to the Antwerp Archers from Antwerp Exchange Bank.
Good luck to the Aces from the Hicksville Athletic Boosters. They know all the hard work and dedication each player has and how hard they play in each game. The Hicksville Athletic Boosters would like to tell every player that they are proud of them, win or lose. Proud supporters of tonight's game and all the athletes, the Hicksville Athletic Boosters would like to wish the Aces the best of luck in tonight's game. Good luck to the Hicksville Aces.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit Andrews O'Neill & Lowe in Archbold, Bryan, or Wasion, or online at andrewsoneillandlowe.com.
Getting ready for Game 2 of the 49 Classic here on opening night. Edgerton and Hicksville, and our Brian Ford Lincoln conversation with the coaches continuing with Edgerton head coach Brett Grieser. And Brett, thanks for joining us here. Happy holidays to you and the basketball team. And I guess as good a place to start is, I know the record says 1-5, but from a coaching perspective and watching this team day in and day out, where do you feel like Edgerton basketball is coming into the 49?
Yeah, first and foremost, happy holidays to you guys as well. Thanks for your coverage as always. We're excited for the 49 Classic. Obviously, an opportunity to host it here in our own building is something that our kids find some value in, as they should. Looking back to where we are after the first 6 games, I feel we've been extremely competitive. Obviously, we want to win and close out games, but we've been extremely competitive. Our kids play hard. We can shoot the ball better. We got to continue to grow in that area. But as a whole, I feel good about, the way we protect the basketball. We're getting good looks. We just got to continue to find ways to finish.
You feel like you're getting there, like those steps are coming with this group. I mean, for us, we kind of whiz in and whiz out and see games. You get to see them every day. Do you feel like you're getting closer in a few plays here or there?
Yeah, I do, and I think if you look back at really these first 6 games, I think, you just said it, a few plays here and there, and it might have been a different outcome. Obviously it wasn't, and that's just how it goes sometimes, but I think you learn a lot in those moments as you learn to grow and learn to finish basketball games. But every game we've been in has been competitive. Several games have gone down to the final couple minutes in the fourth quarter, and we just got to continue to find ways to finish the basketball. I think we'll continue to improve in that area, but ultimately it just comes down to making plays and executing down the stretch and putting yourself in positions to be successful, and we're going to continue to try to do that.
You get Hicksville here in the opening round game. Scout Hicksville for us, if you would.
Yeah, first of all, they're off to a great start over there. I respect how hard they play. I think Coach Tier does a tremendous job. The Klima boy is a very nice senior player. We're going to have to do a great job on him. He can play both inside and out, but, I think really they get good they get good minutes out of all those kids, and I feel that those kids understand their roles very well. But the Balzer boy, the Landham boy, Rosales, the Gordon, the couple kids they bring off the bench, Heisler, Sheets, and even the Graber boy, I think they just understand what they're being asked to do. They got some shooters that if we don't do a good job closing out on them, they will make them. But, again, a lot of respect for Hicksville and what they've been able to do to this point, and we got to do a great job on the Klima boy.
Brett, thanks for the time here on the pregame. Best of luck in the 49, starting with this matchup against Hicksville.
Yeah, thank you guys for your coverage as always.
Looking for something different for your next event? The Eager Beaver Axe Hole is perfect for birthdays, corporate parties, and other special occasions. Axe throwing lanes, full-service bar, keno, pool tables, and more. Reserve your lanes today or ask about their exclusive VIP room. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, or call 419-980-7121. The Eager Beaver Axe Hole, just off State Route 24 in Defiance. Defiance's first axe throwing venue.
When you're in need of a new appliance, go to your local appliance dealer, Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan. They carry new, used, and scratch and dent appliances. They carry the brands you need: Speed Queen, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Amana, and GE. Many in stock for you to take home today. Then, when you have something wrong in the years to come, Direct Link will also service everything. No need to call that 800 number and talk with someone you don't know. Just call Direct Link at 636-4541 and they'll be out to fix it for you, whether it's under warranty or not. Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan, your local appliance dealer.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package along with a bonus for the successful completion of probationary status, an attendance bonus, and a referral bonus. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Hi, I'm Paul Rorick Jr. at the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio. We hope that you and your family will have the best that the holiday season affords. The best of health, the best of family, and the best of happiness. The Fackler Monument Company sincerely wishes that you and your loved ones are safe this season and that the coming year will bring you success and happiness. Have a very Merry Christmas and the happiest of New Years from Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio, serving families since 1924.
If you're searching for a quality vehicle, get to Jim Schmidt's family of dealerships in Hicksville. You'll find it all at Jim Schmidt's: low prices, new and used cars, and friendly service. Find out why more and more people take the short drive to Hicksville for their next vehicle. For the finest selection of vehicles at affordable prices, get to Jim Schmidt's family of dealerships in Hicksville. And Jim Schmidt would like to wish all the players good luck in tonight's game.
All right, let's meet the starting lineups for game number 2 for the 8-0 Hicksville Aces and the 1-5 Edgerton Bulldogs. For Hicksville, it shapes up like this: Aaron Klima, a 6'4" senior; Brody Balzer, a 5'8" senior; Brant Langham, a 5'10" sophomore; Jaden Rosales, a 5'6" sophomore; and Alex Gordon, a 6'5" senior.
For the Edgerton Bulldogs, Quentin Blue, a 5'8" senior; Corey Everett's a 5'10" senior; Caden Pasillo, a 6'1" senior; Corey Herman, a 6'2" sophomore; and Nathan Swank, a 6'1" senior.
Those are your lineups. They are brought to you by Fackler Monument Company in downtown Montpelier. For the Tri-State's best selection of monuments, Fackler Monument Company in downtown Montpelier. Tri-State Vision Center referees working the game tonight. They are Greg Lawrence, Mike Pappas, and Tim Voiles. For all of your eye care needs, the Tri-State Vision Center of Northwest Ohio. Hicksville, as we said, off to an 8-0 start, 1-0 in the GMC in Tony Tier's 11th season. Earlier this year, he became Hicksville's all-time winningest boys head coach. Look out, LK. He is on track to catch you and chase you down in a hurry as the all-time winningest coach. This is kind of a model program, though, for success. This is a really good stat, I think. 15 wins last year, 15 or more for Hicksville in 5 of the last 6 seasons. That's pretty consistent as far as a regular season team is concerned in program.
Absolutely. He's shown he's got a system. He's stuck with it. Kids have kind of molded themselves into that, active with some of the younger classes as well, the definition of building a program.
This is Brett Greaser's second season as head coach at Edgerton. Last year they went 6-17 and now off to a 1-5 start. They really only lost Cole Meyer from their rotation from last year and returned their top 7 people from last season. We'll get Adam's keys, and the opening tip is coming up next on V-Rock Sports.
Need to spruce up your home inside or out? Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan is the place for that. Get all the paint you need at tremendous prices. Get Royal Interior Eggshell or Satin or Royal Exterior Flat and Royal Exterior Stain. With excellent coverage, washability, and a lifetime warranty, Ace Royal Paint is the only paint you'll ever buy. Get to Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan today. Ace, the helpful hardware place.
You never know what life will throw your way, so you always need to be protected. At Danielle Van Atta Agency in Bryan, they will take care of you. With years of experience and expertise in the field, Danielle and her team will get you headed in the right direction with your home, auto, life, or business insurance. So when life throws something at you, you know you're protected the right way. Contact Danielle Van Atta Agency today at 1318 East High Street, Suite A in Bryan, or call 419-636-0408. Danielle Van Atta Agency, ready to help protect you.
You know where to go when your vehicle has been in an accident, but why should you take that same vehicle to Jason Dietz Collision and Service when you need an oil change, brake job, or any other routine maintenance? It's because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have 60 years of combined experience diagnosing and repairing domestic, foreign, and classic automobiles. They have a state-of-the-art alignment machine that ensures a perfect alignment every time, and the training and expertise to fix your problem the first time. So whether it's a crash or take your vehicle to Jason Dietz Collision and Service.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call your State Farm agent, Jody Herman, in downtown Archbold today.
Since 1875, 4 generations of the Krill family have served this area. Krill Funeral Service realizes that the end can be a difficult and emotional time. They will guide you through each and every step of the funeral process, carefully and with integrity. Krill Funeral Service expresses appreciation for your trust in them, and they'll continue to be there for you in times of need. Krill Funeral Service of Edgerton, Eden, and on West Mulberry Street in Bryan, where they offer an on-site crematory.
Knox Textile is proud to help sponsor tonight's game. You can rely on Knox Textile to provide your business with reliable service and all your uniform, towel, and mat rentals. They have competitive pricing and will service their products. They have products which include paper products and Gojo products. Good luck to all the Edgerton Bulldogs from everyone at Knox Textile. Knox Textile, proud supporters of everyone in tonight's game and serving the area with reliable service.
Okay, Adam Gubernath, time for a breakdown of game number 2. Edgerton at 1-5. The Dog tonight. How do they win it?
They're going to have to shoot well from behind the perimeter, and that's twofold because they shoot a lot from behind the perimeter. At least they have in last year and Coach Greaser's first year. So you're hoping that they can shoot a good percentage there. Defensively, they're going to have to win the battle of the boards here tonight. Be physical with Hicksville. Don't turn it over. Not difficult.
They've done a better job in the games. It just so happened a couple of games that I've done of Edgerton, you were unavailable. They've done a better job in picking their three-point opportunities this year. It wasn't as free-willing and fancy-free, as far as the three-point line. So it's been better shot selection.
That was the issue last year. I mean, if they got the ball and they were across half court, the ball was going up. So that's good to hear. Means they're understanding things a little bit better. They start 4 seniors, so they should know better. find those threes in rhythm in the context of the offense. Don't be settling for those all the time. And don't be afraid to put the ball on the floor and attack the basket.
How does Hicksville move from 8-0 to 9-0?
Defensively, just make life miserable for Edgerton. This is a Hicksville team that can defend, and look at their numbers so far this year. A very good defensive team. Obviously, offense is going to run through Aaron Klima in the game that we saw a week or so ago. He was the leading scorer. Who are going to be the second and third scorers out there? Offensively, they're going to control the tempo. They're going to be very patient and get the shots that they want. They do that, they'll be okay here tonight.
So we're ready to go. That'll do it for the Oberlin and Turnbull Funeral Homes pregame show tonight in game number 2. Antwerp won the first game by the final of 50-29. So Antwerp will have a shot at their 10th 49 title. For Hicksville, will it be a shot at their 8th? Or for Edgerton, an opportunity to win number 9 in the school's history? It will be Alex Gordon for Hicksville, jumping center circle. Corey Herman for Edgerton. And off we go in game number 2 with that opening tip ricocheting and being controlled by the Aces. Jaden Rosales will cross the timeline right to left. He'll go right side to Klima, guarded by Corey Everett to start the game. Here's Balzer. He'll weave it over to Langham. Jump shot is an error ball from the wing. However, the putback is good as Rosales was right there, right place, right time.
Well, no one put a body on him. He just got the rebound. It was way short on the shot and just threw it, reverse layup and in.
2-0 start to this one for Hicksville. Corey Herman gives it up to Corey Everett. Everett tries to turn the corner. Pull up Jay, and it's good. And in the lane, Corey Everett.
And I think that'll be open for Edgerton here tonight. Dribble, drive. They'll run the weave just like Hicksville will out at the top. Get in the lane and see if you can't hit those mid-range jumpers.
Here's Gordon. Picks his dribble up top of the circle. Gordon funnels it now over to Rosales. Rosales spin move, dumps it right to Gordon. Gordon to Klima. Klima, leading scorer for Hicksville on the season, banging his way and scores going down the left side of the lane.
They stand 6'4". Edgerton just doesn't have anyone size-wise that can really match up with him. He's long as well, and once he gets down on that left side of the lane, he's tough to stop.
Good defense by Rosales. Blue lost his dribble, lost his footing, and lost the basketball out of bounds. It will be a turnover.
In that order, none of which were good.
4-2 Aces. We mentioned Klima. He gets 13.5 a game. Rosales scoring at 10 a game. 7 a night for Brody Balzer. The top 3. Lob to the post to Gordon. The pass took him too far, and he was forced to save it. And Greg Lawrence says it's out of bounds and over to Edgerton. Walking it up now will be Quentin Blue. Minute and a half in, 4-2, Hicksville with a basketball. Blue over to the left side to Herman. Herman gets a high ball screen from Pasillo. Herman snaps it baseline right to Blue. Blue will circle it out in front now. Blue on a switch. Balzer is on him. Now it's Pasillo over to Everett. Everett sizing up Langham. Now Hicksville switches everything defensively. Here's Herman for 3 on the wing. No good. Rebound Aces. Klima comes down with it, gives to Rosales. Rosales up the left side to Gordon. Little shake and bake move. Rosales pick and roll into Gordon. Gordon back out to Langham. Langham, the last time we saw Hicksville, the only time we saw him striker, never really even looked to shoot until the fourth quarter, and he made 2 big ones.
Yeah.
Here's Klima. Crossover dribble, lost the handle. There to scoop up the loose ball, however, though, is Langham. Langham hands now to Rosales. Rosales, top of the key. Rosales, left side. Little Euro step with the left hand. The flip shot good. Jaden Rosales.
I tell you, he's going to be a good one. Already is.
And here's Everett. Had it knocked away from behind and out of bounds off Hicksville. Aces have hit 3 of their first 4, Adam.
I think Edgerton needs to make the Hicksville bigs, specifically Gordon and Klima, guard on the perimeter. As you said, Hicksville will switch everything, constantly switching. If they get a matchup out top where you've got Gordon or Klima, not that they're not good defenders, but that's not their strong point, I think Edgerton needs to attack that.
Here's Blue on the inbounds to Everett. Still, so far, no shots for Swank, who's the leading scorer for Edgerton. Corey Everett's the number 2 scorer, reins in a 3.
Boy, Balser was all over him. He just did that step back. We've seen the Euro step. We've seen the step back.
6-5 our score. Hicksville with the lead. Wing right side, Klima brings it out to the left elbow. Now working his way left side of the lane. Handles to Balzer. Balzer being chested out in front by Herman. Now to Langham. Langham gives it up to Rosales. Rosales on a crossover. Now it gets to the rim again. Layup no good. Edgerton may have to keep an eye on that matchup because Rosales is the quickest guy on the floor right now and is starting to wear down early Quentin Blue. You can see the effects of that now. We'll see as it goes. As the night goes on.
Well, they're constantly running from the point to the wing, that weave out at the top, and you have to defend it the entire way.
Contested jumper on the baseline, no good by Everett. Put back, no good, and now the loose basketball to Hicksville. 4.5 mark of the first quarter. 6-5 Hicksville on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Winner to get Antwerp tomorrow night in the championship game. Here's Balzer, bounce pass over to Klima. Klima on the right side. Klima to the baseline, elevates, gets glass, no good, but a two-shot opportunity here for Aaron Klima. That foul is going to be on Caden Pasillo, his first and the game's first. Some updates, girls hoops. Bryan 39, Stryker 7 at halftime, or nearing the half. That's in girls basketball. Klima hits the free throw. Boys basketball. At the half, Wasion 26, Paulding 20. Congratulations to Chad Burt earlier this week, picking up career win number 250. He trails only Kenny Burguy at Wasion, who's over 300. Second free throw, no good. Here is a three from Swank, their leading scorer, no good. He's gotten off to a great start this season from the field. Unable to cash in there. Now it's Herman off the offensive rebound. That turn in the paint is no good. Rosales up ahead. Langham's got a layup. The blow-by on the ball fake got the defender, Krantz, to commit, and it's laid up and in. First two for Brant Langham. And now an answer from Edgerton and Corey Herman, who has all 7 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Herman saw that Langham beat him down the floor, so he tried to attack him, went right after him, and threw it up and in.
This is an Edgerton team that has Swank at 12 a game, Everett's at 11 a game, and Everett's already has 7. To the post, it's Klima. Klima muscles it up and in, and Aaron Klima get a good job there of maneuvering around the defender to score. Swank spin move, short arm the lay-in attempt, but is fouled in the act.
Well, the last couple times that Edgerton's got the ball off it, whether it be a rebound or just on an out-of-bounds after a made basket, you can see Brett Grieser. He really wants them to push the tempo here tonight. He does not want them walking that ball up the court.
Alex Gordon gets his first foul. Nathan Swank, 77% free throw shooter. One more chance coming up. Gordon sits. Free throw number 2 is good. Tatum Sheets is the 6-foot senior that comes in for the first time tonight for Hicksville. Off the inbounds, almost taken away by Edgerton. They've got full court pressure. At the point of this 1-2-2 is Corey Herman. Looking to jump traps here coming up the sides. Balzer, just as one was coming, feathers it back to the far side to Klima. Klima lofts it back to Rosales. 11-9 Hicksville, under 3 to go in the first quarter. Not as big a crowd as you would anticipate, particularly from the home side tonight in game 2. Here's Klima working inside. Defender tried to flop and draw the foul, unable to do so. Klima rolls it in, and they've made 3 straight now from the field. He has 7. Everett has 7. The Hicksville lead is 13-9. Here's Krantz. Baseline left to Blue. Blue on some bounces out in front, gives to Everett. Everett wants to go to Swank in the post. Unable to get it there, and a whistle and a Hicksville foul. And that foul will be Tatum Sheets, his first, team second.
Judging by mannerisms and body language, I'm not sold that Tony Tier agrees with that whistle.
I got to be honest. I'm stunned Greg Lawrence is doing this game. I hadn't seen him in a lot of years. I'm serious when I say this. I thought he was retired. Thought he was completely done and out of the game. A 3 from Corey Herman, and that'll make it 13-12 Hicksville. Here's a spin move by Balzer. Gives it up to Langham. Langham in the lane. Now to Rosales. Rosales Good defense that time by Blue. Stayed in front of him in the painted area. Here's Balzer. Balzer gives it up now. Sheets, a couple of steps below the foul line in the lane. Comes out to Langham. Langham on a crossover, and a hold is called.
Well, those that are here on the home side with a groan on that one, and
Swanks first.
Got him with a little hand check out near the top.
Game 1 to Antwerp, 50-29 over Eden as Joel Walkup comes in. Who will join them in the final? 13-12 start to this one, Hicksville. They come in at 8-0. Edgerton 1-5. 1:45 left in the first quarter. Klima on a pick and roll to Gordon. Gordon dumps it back. Heisler turns down the shot, tries to dribble penetrate, went to a reverse layup, but stepped out of bounds and turns it over to Edgerton. So a chance here for Edgerton to grab the lead late in the first quarter.
I think Edgerton getting the shots they want so far defensively.
1-3 attempt. 2 threes. No, 1 3.
I think they made it, didn't they?
No, I beg your pardon. They have 4. I looked at the wrong. They're 2 for 4. Good percentage.
That's a percentage,
2 for 4.
absolutely. Yeah. The percentage and the number of takes you're attempting as well.
Here's Everett off the hesitation, turns to the left hand, no good. Klima with the rebound of the miss. As we hit the 1 minute mark left in this opening quarter, 13-12 Hicksville. Heisler brings it out in front. Heisler, no dribble anymore, now goes to Klima. Klima with some contact from Everett. Now Klima loses his balance and goes down, and it's a travel. And a give back to Edgerton. Here's Langham returning for Hicksville. Swank back in for Edgerton. Edgerton last won this 49 tournament in boys hoops back in 2012. Since then, it's either been Antwerp or Hicksville. They're just trying to get back there and have a chance. Here's Blue on the dribble drive. Kick out now. It's Swank touching it to Herman for 3, no good. Rebound to Sheets of Hicksville. Now to Rosales. Half minute to play in the third. Here's Balzer who will chuck the 3, no. Rebound Edgerton. Everett wants to run. And he's held up, and it'll be a foul on Jaden Rosales. His first, team's third.
Again, Brett Grieser, since the opening tip, has been imploring his team to push the tempo. Make Hicksville get back on defense, make Hicksville guard in transition, and so far, strategy's been paying off for the Bulldogs.
Far side, inbounds coming from Corey Herman of Edgerton. We've been stuck on 13-12 for a handful of trips now. Herman into Everett, who has 7 of the 12. Now it's Blue, bouncing it to Everett on the right side. Langham comes, hedges and helps. Bounce comes to the left side of the floor, now to Herman. Top of the key or just to the right of it. Everett chucks the 3, no good. Rebound loose, grabbed by Edgerton. Blue with 8 on the clock. Now it's Krantz. Krantz on the elbow with 3, with 2, forces one up, no. Put back, no. And that'll do it for the first 8 minutes of basketball. Like game 1, a close and competitive first quarter. 13-12 Hicksville, back in just a moment.
You work hard for your money. That's why we see to it that your money works hard for you, not someone else. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, our earnings belong to our members and go right back to work for you, from better rates to lower fees. We've got the products and people to help you build a more fantastic future every step of the way. Join 14,000 other people just like you who want to do more with their money. Imagine a different possibility at Midwest Community Federal Credit Union.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. Starks Plumbing and Heating Services helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call Starks Plumbing and Heating Services and see how soon you can get a Lennox home comfort system that'll help improve your health and your mood. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call us today at 1-800-329-4040 or visit us at starksphs.com.
13-12 Hicksville after one. Aces 6 of 9 from the field, Adam. 0 for 2 from the three-point line. Edgerton only 4 of 14 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line. With that great Hicksville shooting, why do we have a one-point game?
A +2 advantage on the boards for Edgerton. Hicksville with 3 opening quarter turnovers. Edgerton with just the 1. Bulldogs are being a little more scrappy underneath the basket and defensively getting after it. And I think something that Edgerton needs to really start paying attention to is defensively playing it to the strengths of what Hicksville wants to do. Specifically, guys that are dominant one hand, you have to make them, and these are just the little things inside the game, if you will. If a guy is dominant left hand, at some point you have to make him prove that he can beat you with the right. And until you start doing that, you're going to be in trouble. Consistently, they cannot seem to handle Aaron Klima when he gets the ball at that left side of the lane. He's going to dribble down the left side of the lane. He's bigger. He's more athletic. He's strong. He's lanky. He can get that shut up. He's done that his entire career. He's very good at that. At some point, you feel that someone's going to jump it and make him go to the other way and see if he can. And if he can beat you, hats off. He did it, and you try something else. But right now, Hicksville, and the point is that Hicksville is getting to the spots that they want. Hicksville's getting all the shots that they want right now. 6 out of 7 from inside the line, 0 for 2 behind the three-point line, as you said. But at some point, Edgerton's going to really have to start taking away what Hicksville wants to do offensively. And
meanwhile, while Adam has made all those eloquent points, so seriously, there's no action you've missed because as the quarter ended, Jaden Rosales went down, kind of gathered himself, a little woozy. In fact, not out on the floor, and I don't see him sitting on the bench right now. So he's getting some trainer attention because there was some blood, and they were cleaning up the blood on the floor as well. So something to keep an eye on with Rosales as we now begin the second quarter.
Well, that's your starting point guard for the Aces. Your point is spot on, Andy.
Everett's to Herman. Down low to Swank. Working on Gordon. Spins into the lane. Turnaround won't go. Rebound. Alex Gordon then sweeps the glass for Hicksville. Balzer slides over to the point with Rosales getting some attention. Langham down low to Gordon. Put it on the deck. Everett's causing some defensive havoc and creating a turnover.
Okay, so that time what'd they do? Gordon, the 6'5 postman for the Aces, had his man pinned. They brought the double team from behind. They got a hand on a low pass. He fumbled with it. It went out of bounds. And Edgerton really collapsing, trying to take away what Hicksville's wanting to do offensively.
Blue picked up by Sheets. Now it's over to Swank. Swank, no field goals thus far. A couple of free throws on the night. Here's Krantz to Blue. Top the key to Everett. He'll hoist the three. It's a rainbow three, no good. And the rebound to Hicksville. Langham. Hicksville right to left. A minute gone by in the second. We have been at 13-12 for a long time.
Yes, we have.
Sheets over to Balzer. Down low to Klima posting. Wraparound pass along the baseline. Gordon, good extra pass. Now Sheets to the rim, lays it up and in. That was good offense.
Absolutely. Reversal, they got it into the low post. Klima found Gordon and a quick outlet to Sheets, a ball fake, and goes right into the lane for an easy 2.
Herman to Krantz, left elbow. He'll funnel it out in front now to Quentin Blue. And on the switch, Gordon is on him, defending out in front. Over to Everett it goes. Top of the key to Herman for 3. Bullseye.
Again, they haven't been shooting a lot of them so far. Shooting a good percentage of them. That helps.
They are now 3 of 7 from the three-point line. And we're tied at 15. 6-minute mark. And now a denial by Krantz. Out of bounds off of Balzer. So Hicksville keeps possession. Still no sign of Rosales yet. Middle of the floor, Balzer in the half-court offense. Goes right side to Sheets. Sheets gives it up now to Klima. Klima on the move to the rim, and he'll score at the rim. Aaron Klima.
Okay, sometimes you just got to give credit where credit's due. On the right side, he went with the right hand to the baseline, got to his spot, and threw it off the glass for 2.
Herman feeling it for 3, no good. And on the miss, we're going to get an Edgerton foul, and that'll be Everett's, his first.
And for Aaron Klima to take his game to the next level, that's what you got to do. People are going to scout. They're going to see what's going on. That's what you have to do. They overplay on the one side, you take it with the right hand. Those little matchups inside the game.
17-15 Hicksville on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Klima crosses the timeline. Double team coming. Now comes back to the middle of the floor to Balzer. Balzer, spin move. Bounce pass to Sheets. Sheets for the post. Good denial that time. Not a great pass, but good denial of the post by Krantz. And deflects it out of bounds. Braxton Heisler, 5'11 sophomore, in for Brant Langham, who's a sophomore. Now Rosales is back on the bench and appears to be available for whenever Tony Tier wants to send him back in. Or Jaden Rosales back on the bench. Here's Klima. Klima below the foul line. Klima looking for a cutting Heisler. Somehow it got through off a couple of hands. Layup, no good. Rebound loose, still to Heisler. That's up and no good. Another try, and he stuck with it. And Heisler scores. 19-15 Hicksville as Rosales heads to the scorer's table. And a hand check foul. Tatum Sheets gets his second of the ball game. Bryan 55, Stryker 11 in the third quarter. So obviously that's a running clock game like game one was. Boys hoops at the end of 3. It's Paulding 41 and Wauseon 40. Paulding has a good win over Antwerp this year.
It's just that kind of team that that's going to cause you problems.
It's one game into the GMC schedule, but no Trace or no Antwerp at the top of the board right now. Paulding, Ayersville among those that are 1-0. Again, a lot's going to change, but here's Swank over to Herman. Cross court, he zips it to Blue to Swank for 3. No. Rebound putback is good by Corey Herman, and a timeout. Brett Greaser. 8 for Herman, 19-17. We'll be right back.
Have you always dreamed of starting your own business? Are you looking for ways to fund your child's education or save for retirement? Maybe you'd like to buy that dream home. Well, the State Bank can help you meet your financial goals, whatever they may be. With State Bank, you'll get all the products and services you expect from your bank with the personal attention of a locally operated community bank. Find a location near you today. State Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
4:32 remaining in the first half. 19-17 Hicksville here in game 2 as Brett Greaser spends a timeout here in this second quarter. Rosales is back in. They've got the ball in his hands now. It's Rosales, Balzer, Klima, Sheets, and Heisler. Edgerton counters with Swank, Blue, Herman, Everett, and Pasillo. Sheets to Rosales for 3. Straight on look, no good. Rebound Edgerton. Swank coming up to midcourt, and he traveled with a basketball at half court.
He's got his feet tangled up with him in a real bad spot right at midcourt in front of the scores table. Doesn't usually work out in your favor.
Antwerp won the first game to get to 4-2 and get to the final. Yet again, they're the two-time defending champs. Kleem on the right side gives it up now to Rosales. That final in game 150-29, nice crossover, but then Rosales ended up losing the basketball. Pasillo to a trailing Everett. He sees a lane to the basket, knifes his way there and scores.
Well, it's common knowledge. If no one's going to stop you as you're driving down the middle of the lane, you go until someone defends you. No one did. He laid it up and in. Aggressive dribble.
19 apiece in this one now. Hicksville with the ball. Heisler doesn't have a dribble anymore. 5-second count was on, but he releases it to Klima. Klima hands it to Rosales. Rosales crossover. Rosales in the lane, lost the handle. Coming up with it, Pasillo racing ahead. Jump stop, layup good.
It's a Hicksville team that normally doesn't commit a lot of turnovers, that can handle the ball very well. They have not looked comfortable in the flow of their offense handling the basketball, especially in this second quarter.
21-19, and a hand check out in front on Pasillo will be his second.
6 turnovers already for the Aces, and they're consistently in that 7 to 12 range.
Yeah, how about 11 a game?
There you go. They just don't really beat themselves as far as, but here in the second quarter, and hats off Edgerton defensively really defending them, but Hicksville's just been really sloppy with the basketball this quarter.
Tatum Sheets, who gave good minutes off that Hicksville bench, sits now. Jumper, Heisler for three, buries it. Quick catch and shoot, and buries the triple. And Hicksville reclaims the lead at 22-21. Coming down on 2:40 left in this first half. Blue shovels it off to Herman. Between the circles, Everett. Heisler on him out in front. Over to the corner, Blue for three. No. Rebound, Hicksville. Rosales trying to push. The sophomore nearly lost the dribble. Now trapped in the corner. Timeout, Hicksville. 2:29 left in the half. 22-21 Aces. Back in just a moment.
Edgerton Forge, located on US 6, just outside of Edgerton, are proud supporters of the Bulldogs. Come join them for open interviews Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. with immediate openings for maintenance and first and third shift general laborers, paying up to $22.24 per hour. Apply online at edgertonforge.com/careers or stop in and see them for an application and tour the facility at 257 East Morrison Street in Edgerton. Come see what they're all about and join them as they forge into the future. Go Bulldogs!
22-21. Hicksville with the lead here, Adam. Timeout there to preserve possession late in the first half.
Well, I think Tony understands Edgerton, after taking the lead, playing with a lot of confidence right now. And the last thing you want to do is let them get out on a little spurt. And just notice that his point guard got caught in the corner and just there was no help there. And he was double teamed. And there you go.
Out of the timeout, Jaden Rosales to throw it in on the baseline. Rosales to Heisler. Now to Balzer. Balzer cross court to Klima. Klima dumps it right side. It's Gordon put it on the deck. Nearly had it taken away. Kick out. Heisler for three. Off the plate, no good. Rebound to Scotty Krantz for Edgerton. Krantz over to Everett. Juggled, got it back, and then blocked out of bounds by Klima. So it'll be Edgerton ball. 22-21, Hicksville.
And here Tony Tier all the way over here in a quiet gymnasium, really imploring his kids to lock in defensively.
Ball comes in to Herman, top the circle, and around the horn it goes to Blue. Good competitive first half of basketball. These two long time rivals. Under 2 to go in the first half. Krantz, good minutes off the bench, gives to Everett. Weaving his way through traffic, off glass, no good. Rebound is loose, grabbed, and that shot is blocked as Blue tried to send it up. Coming ahead now, it's taken away. Everett's on a hustle play from behind. Steals it for Hicksville, or for Edgerton, away from Hicksville. Boy, Everett just gives you everything on the floor.
They are playing hard. He just does whatever he can.
Top of the circle. Herman to Everett, to the post to Swank. Swank shot is rejected by Gordon on the interior. Heisler comes down with a board.
Well, he's 6'5" and a good rim protector, and that time got his long arms up there, and it just made it difficult. No clean look at the basket.
Heisler to Balzer. Balzer shifts it left to Rosales. Now to Klima. Backing his way in. Travel.
And that's 8 turnovers right now for Hicksville in this first half. They've had 5 here in this quarter. And again, it's a motion offense. They love to screen. They just love to run that weave out at the top, take their chances down low now and then, pick their spots, and they have not looked in sync for long stretches here tonight.
Edgerton trying to take the lead back with this trip. Everett's on a pick and pop for Herman from downtown. No good. And now Edgerton's hit a wall. They have missed their last 6 from the field. 22-21 Aces. Balzer weaves it into the hands of Sheets, turns the corner and banks it in. Tatum Sheets.
It's the second time we've seen Tatum Sheets be aggressive off the dribble, get to the rim. Knows how to finish.
24-21 Hicksville. Final 25 seconds of the first half. Everett's trying to work on Rosales to the left side to Blue. He'll come top side to Krantz. Krantz to Swank on the right point. Swank at the foul line. Picks his dribble up, goes to Blue. 10 to shoot. We'll talk with Antwerp head coach Doug Billman at the intermission. Here's Blue in the lane. Elbow jumper now for Herman. No good. Rebound Hicksville. And Klima tries three-quarter court off the iron for three, no good. Halftime in Edgerton, 24-21 Hicksville. The Main Stop's halftime show starts next.
If you've been thinking about a remodeling project for your home or business, Thiel Supply Center in Blakesley should be your first choice. Thiel Supply Center in Blakesley not only has all the lumber for that project, they also have all the building supplies you'll need, along with everything you need for the project, including the cabinetry, plus the expertise to help make your home even more beautiful. It's all at Thiel Supply Center, located in Blakesley. Thiel Supply Center, wishing good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all three shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package along with a bonus for the successful completion of probationary status, an attendance bonus, and a referral bonus. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Welcome back out here to Edgerton. Antwerp head coach Doug Billman joins us. They defeat Eden earlier in our first game, 50-29. Doug, congrats on that win. I thought, just from our perspective, a night where first quarter, Eden came out and they played pretty well in that opening quarter. Your kids, I thought, got gradually a little bit better on both ends as the night went on. How did you see it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's something that we just kind of talked about even as we went along throughout the game is understanding, number one, what sets the tone is we got to be able to defend. And again, I think it's something that we're getting better with. There's times where we got caught. A couple times we let their dribble penetration or their post touch get too many dribbles. And then offensively, we got better with our ball movement. And again, it's something that we've been harping on is ball's got to move. And eventually it'll find the right places where it needs to go. And, either that's with Landon or with Carson or, somebody getting to the rim, it'll find that. So we got to trust that. So as that process goes along in our season, we're starting to get better with that. And I think that was kind of, we gradually got better as the game went along.
Adam?
You're not the tallest team in the world, but you dominated the boards here tonight. I had you unofficially plus 21 on the boards. A lot of that's Landon Brewer doing what he does. But I thought your kids were physical and got to the glass here tonight.
It's something we've practiced and we've harped on from the get-go. And I talked to the coaching staff when we got a scrimmage and we got everybody in the gym finally. Says it's not often in the last few years where we looked at and we're the smallest team in the gym, and now we have to be able to understand that, embrace it, but still get things done, like rebounding the basketball, like defending in the post. Some of those things we still got to understand that those things need to be done to win basketball games.
Get the winner of this one. This is a good first half for both teams, Hicksville and Edgerton, 24-21. What do you see out of either team?
Both teams are really athletic, and I love the way they move the ball. They've got multiple scores on the floor. Both teams look really, really skilled. I think that's the biggest way to put it. Is they, Hicksville especially is getting to the basket with Klima doing some really nice things, and Edgerton. It's the first I really got to look at Edgerton. They spread you with shooters, and just like they did some things last year, and they got better as the year went on, and all these guys have come back. So the biggest thing I'm really impressed with is their skill level with both these squads is really high, and they're defensively they're both doing some really nice things, and we know what Hicksville does defensively, and Edgerton's doing some things with their man and their zone. So I really like the way both of these squads look.
Congrats on the win tonight. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow night here in the final.
Absolutely. Appreciate it, guys. Good seeing you.
Doug Billman, head coach of the Antwerp Archers, winners in game one, 50-29. This is our Main Stops halftime show here It's 24-21 Aces. We will talk numbers from the first half when we come back.
When it comes to choosing a memorial that represents the lasting memories of a person's life, the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio can create exactly what you are looking for, like an eagle soaring through the woods etched on a memorial, a bench that has mom and dad's names engraved into the granite to sit and reflect, a picture of the family farm etched on the stone, or maybe your style is a memorial that has a split headstone with a vase in between for flowers. The Fackler Monument Company of Montpelier, Ohio, serving families in the tri-state area since 1924.
Hi, Dan Stuckey here, broker owner of Real Estate Advantage Team. Are you thinking of buying a home, but you're hesitant because of the rising interest rates? Well, don't be. Historically, rates are still very low. While not at their lowest, rates are nowhere near where they were back in the 1980s and 1990s. Home prices are stabilizing, and there are more homes coming on the market. So don't wait until interest rates climb to 9 or 10% or even higher to make your move. Call me today, and I will help guide you through the entire process. From finding financing to handing you the keys to your new home at closing, I am with you every step of the way. With over 25 years of real estate experience, I am your trusted real estate advisor. And as a Christian-based business, when you buy your home through Real Estate Advantage Team, I will donate 10% of the company's net income from your sale to a church or nonprofit charity of your choice, honoring you as the reason for the donation. So let's get you moving. Call 419-636-5100. That's 419-636-5100.
When you're paying the right price for protection, you just know it. It's that warm, fuzzy, totally secure feeling, knowing that you're not only getting great coverage, but you're also not paying too much for it. And there's no one that knows that feeling like me, Molly Culler, your local Allstate agent, because I work every day to get people like you the coverage they need with the savings they deserve. Give me a call for your quote today. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Savings vary based on the average annual savings reported by new auto customers surveyed in 2019 who switched to Allstate.
Knox Textile is proud to help sponsor tonight's game. You can rely on Knox Textile to provide your business with reliable service and all your uniform, towel, and mat rentals. They have competitive pricing and will service their products. They have products which include paper products and Gojo products. Good luck to all the Edgerton Bulldogs from everyone at Knox Textile. Knox Textile, proud supporters of everyone in tonight's game and serving the area with reliable service.
Numbers from the first half. Aaron Klima leading the way for Hicksville with 9. Braxton Heisler 5 off the bench. Tatum Sheets 4 off the bench. Jaden Rosales with 4. Brent Langham with 2 to lead Hicksville. For Edgerton, Corey Everett with 9. Corey Herman with 8. Nathan Swank 2. Caden Pasillo 2 for Edgerton's total of 21. Hicksville an impressive 11 of 19 overall from the field. 1 of 6 from the three-point line. Edgerton in the first half, a lot of shots at him. 8 of 29 from the field, 3 of 11 from 3. Edgerton 2 for 2 at the foul line. Hicksville 1 for 2 at the foul line.
Rebounding a +1 advantage at the half for Hicksville. Turnovers have been a big stat. Edgerton just 2 in the first half. Hicksville 8.
That'll do it for the the halftime show, brought to you by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Always open when you need them. The Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Second half is next. 24-21, Aces in front.
If you're searching for a quality vehicle, get to Jim Schmidt's family of dealerships in Hicksville. You'll find it all at Jim Schmidt's. Low prices, new and used cars, and friendly service. Find out why more and more people take the short drive to Hicksville for their next vehicle. For the finest selection of vehicles at affordable prices, get to Jim Schmidt's family of dealerships in Hicksville. And Jim Schmidt would like to wish all the players good luck in tonight's game.
Statistics show that for most crops, pivot irrigation increases yields by at least 100% over dryland farming. Even in areas that get enough rainfall, timing is everything. If it doesn't come at just the right time, you could be losing yield. Maximize your production with pivots and linears from Valley Irrigation. Make the most of your acres. Contact Andy Farnham at AG Irrigation today, 419-212-2528. That's 419-212-2528.
The team at the Antwerp Exchange Bank would like to wish the Antwerp Archers and all the other teams in today's games good luck as they battle for a win. The Antwerp Exchange Bank is your headquarters for all your banking needs. Serving Antwerp and the surrounding areas faithfully, Antwerp Exchange Bank is a proud member of the community. Stop in today. We'd love to help. And again, good luck to the Antwerp Archers from Antwerp Exchange Bank.
Good luck to the Aces from the Hicksville Athletic Boosters. They know all the hard work and dedication each player has and how hard they play in each game. The Hicksville Athletic Boosters would like to tell every player that they are proud of them, win or lose. Proud supporters of tonight's game and all the athletes, the Hicksville Athletic Boosters would like to wish the Aces the best of luck in tonight's game. Good luck to the Hicksville Aces.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call your State Farm agent, Jody Herman, in downtown Archbold today.
Hicksville basketball as we open the second quarter up, or the third quarter, I should say, the second half, up 24-21. Rosales to Gordon to Balzer for three, in and out, no good. And the rebound controlled by Edgerton. Here's Swank in transition, gives it up. Herman on a trailing three, and that's a brick, no good. Rebound Hicksville. So a couple of looks at threes coming up empty, one for each. Bryan has knocked off Stryker 62-15 in that second girls game. So it'll be Stryker Montpelier in the consolation game tomorrow of the Lady Bears tournament. And Bryan and Fairview, which should be some kind of final tomorrow night on 96.5. Here's Klima on the wing, gets to the foul line. Couple of steps below, tries to duck under, misfires against Everett's. And a rebound for the Bulldogs. Blue up ahead to Herman. Herman rotates it out to Swank. Blue, Everett's, and Pasillo. Both teams starting fives to begin the game. Out here to begin the second half and a minute into the third. It's still 24-21. Herman on the baseline. Jumper rattles in. He has 10 now, does Corey Herman.
Played well here so far offensively for these Edgerton Bulldogs.
24-23 Hicksville on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Klima at the foul line. Everett's drops down. Klima jacks up a three and knocks it down. And that'll get him to a dozen. 27-23. Everett's tries to answer immediately, pushes it too strong off the backboard. And now it's Hicksville left to right into their half-court offense. Rosales behind the back, working into the lane. Rosales on a step through, and he scores. 6 for Jaden Rosales.
Just a couple of breakdowns defensively for the Bulldogs, and again, Hicksville making them pay.
I just think Edgerton is not well served defensively with Blue on him. I don't know who is. Maybe a switch to Everett's and a backdoor cut. Nice find, Pasillo to Everett's, and he lays it home.
I think for the first time this second quarter, we saw good movement without the basketball by Edgerton, and that led to the easy layup.
29-25 Hicksville. 5:45 as Pasillo gets number 3. Antwerp won our first game tonight, 50-29 over Eden. They await the winner tomorrow night in the second game. The 6 o'clock consolation game will be Eden against the loser of this one. Antwerp has won the last 2 49 titles. Inbounds baseline left to Gordon. Now to Rosales on the baseline. Little runner is short. And on the rebound, it's going to be off Hicksville and go out of bounds and belong to Edgerton.
Well, Edgerton's going to have to really kind of hammer down on defense, these driving lanes, because Hicksville's getting the looks that they want.
Rosales picking up Blue. Blue will walk it up to midcourt. Here's Blue to the left side. Hands it off to Everett's. Everett's trying to turn things to the right side. Now to Blue on the wing. Blue will size things up, go to Everett's, or to Herman on a kick-out 3. That's the third 3 of the night for Corey Herman, and it brings the Bulldogs to within 1.
He's been the offensive firepower along with Corey Everett's here tonight. The two have 24, they're 28.
Here's Brant Langham, gives it to Klima. Klima in the lane. The runner to answer, no good. Rebound, though, offensively. Balzer for three, no. Baseline right. Gordon, another chance on the offensive rebound. Now it's Rosales to Langham. Langham gives to Rosales. He'll hoist the three. That's no good. And Gordon on the back of Pasillo commits the foul, his second. 4:41 mark of the third quarter.
Well, you know, Andy, it's been a quiet gym here, especially in the second game tonight. And if you're the Edgerton Bulldogs, you're just kind of hanging around right now.
Yep.
And, you know, if you're not really focused what's going on, we're halfway through the third right now. And
down to the post, they try to go. Rosales did a good job fronting the post and now finds Langham, who was running the floor. He tried to flip it back to Klima, and the two teams exchange turnovers. Herman now over to the high right side, comes back to the left to Pasillo. Tony Tier, in case you didn't hear the pregame interview tonight, was one of those games that are extremely scary for an 8-0 Hicksville team because he saw signs of Edgerton that had played well this year, and they were not a 1-5 team. Herman for three, no good. And right now they are nursing a 29-28 lead midway through the third.
Well, it's just there's factors that have led up to the underdog just kind of hanging around right now.
Here's Gordon at the foul line, picks his dribble up for Hicksville, gives to Klima. Klima rotates it around now to Rosales. Rosales to Balzer. Balzer bounce pass to Klima. Klima with Everett's on him. Now weaves it back to Langham. Langham snaps it left to Balzer. Balzer, a spin move on Herman, then the shot blocked by Krantz. Loose ball rebound to Hicksville. Jumper for three, Klima, no good. And now it's Balzer to Gordon in the lane. Back to Klima, rise and fire, knocks a three down. And a Tony Tier timeout. 3:11 left in the third. 15 for Klima. Hicksville up 32-28.
When you're in need of a new appliance, go to your local appliance dealer, Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan, and take it home today. They carry hundreds of new, used, and scratch and dent appliances in stock, and they carry the brands you need. Speed Queen, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Amana, and GE to take home right now with you. Then when you have something wrong in years to come, Direct Link will also service everything. No need to call that 800 number and talk to someone you don't know. Just call Direct Link at 419-636-4541, and they'll be out to fix it for you, whether it's under warranty or not. Direct Link Appliance and Hardware in Bryan, your local appliance dealer.
32-28 Hicksville, 3 and change to play in the third quarter.
Now 3 offensive rebounds on that possession by Hicksville, and sooner or later you give teams, good teams, that many extra chances are going to make you pay, and that's exactly what Klima did with a dagger with a 3.
Walking it up now is Quentin Blue. Blue gives it up to Krantz. Krantz over to the elbow, behind the back dribble, picks the dribble up, gives to Everett's now. Both teams have been man-to-man throughout. Crossover move, Everett's into the lane. Everett's elevates from 8 feet, knocks it down. Corey Everett's.
Good use of the pivot, did a 360 pivot. No one ever cut him off, so he just threw it up and in.
Herman and Everett's each with 13 for Edgerton as they are within a pair at 32-30 on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Klima below the foul line. Klima gives it up now to Balzer. Back to Klima. Jumper for 3 on the baseline, no good. Long rebound will ricochet off Gordon of Hicksville and belong to Edgerton now.
Every possession just so important. Every rebound so important as we work it through the late stages of quarter number 3.
Walking it up now will be Quentin Blue. 2 to tie, 3 for the lead here. Hard screen set by Swank. Here comes Everett's working on Rosales. Jumper on the way, good. Soft touch.
Oh, that was about the toughest shot he's had here tonight. He had Rosales right on his hip and somehow got it up and somehow able to roll it in.
And we are deadlocked at 32. Here comes Tatum Sheets to try to answer. A little finger roll from Tatum Sheets.
That's his 3rd basket, just driving down the right side of the lane and throwing it up and in.
Hicksville gets it back. Krantz tries to answer. Is it a block? It is a blocking foul. It'll be called on Aaron Klima, his first of the night. 2 on Hicksville in this second half, 1 on Edgerton. And it'll put Krantz on the line. He has not scored tonight. These will be his first free throw attempts on the season. Usually that 6th or 7th man off the bench, averaging 4 a game, a 67% free throw shooter. Heisler and Langham back in for Hicksville. One more for Scotty Krantz to try to tie it again, and he does. Krantz will leave. Joel Walkup is in. Walkup, Blue, Swank, Everett, Herman. Hicksville counters with Balzer, Klima, Sheets, Langham, and Heisler. Here comes Langham into the lane, gives it up to Heisler. Heisler below the foul line in the painted area. Defender falls back. Now he'll loop it back out in front to Klima. Klima spins, comes back. Shot fake, goes left side on the wing to Balzer. 1:20 to go in the third. 34 apiece, and now Herman able to fleece Balzer. Gives to Everett. Jump stop, jumper, no good. Rebound Aces and Klima. This was a game at the intermission that was 24-21 Aces. Now tied at 34. Under a minute to play in the third. Braxton Heisler over now to Brody Balzer. To Langham. Now to Heisler. Heisler in the lane. Driving lay-in attempt is no good. Swank the board. Now to Blue. Blue hesitation and now wants to blow by Heisler. Gives it up to Swank. Swank the dribble drive. Flips it up and in. First field goal of the night for Nathan Swank. He has only 4. But Edgerton has the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. Big possession here. Who's going to have some momentum going into the fourth?
Edgerton 36, Hicksville 34. Final 20 seconds of the third quarter. Klima milking the clock. 10 to shoot. 1-4 low. Klima crosses over, stops on the elbow, gives it up. Langham, 2 seconds, 1 second. Klima, long three, got it!
Oh, the flex at midcourt. What a dagger. That guy is clutch ice in his veins.
37-36 Hicksville. Adam loves it as we go to the fourth in just a moment.
If you're searching for a quality vehicle, get to Jim Schmidt's family of dealerships in Hicksville. You'll find it all at Jim Schmidt's. Low prices, new and used cars, and friendly service. Find out why more and more people take the short drive to Hicksville for their next vehicle. For the finest selection of vehicles at affordable prices, get to Jim Schmidt's family of dealerships in Hicksville. And Jim Schmidt would like to wish all the players good luck in tonight's game. Have a water softener and need to get some salt? Donaldson's Ace Hardware on North Union Street in Bryan has just what you need. Diamond Crystal's Water Softener Salt. Get 50-pound bags of Solar Natural salt crystals or 40-pound bags of Iron Fighter salt pellets. Diamond Crystal works on most water softeners and can help extend the life of your appliance. Plus, it comes in easy-to-handle bags. So if you're in need of salt for your water softener, get to Donaldson's Ace Hardware in Bryan and pick up your bag of Diamond Crystal salt today.
Well, Edgerton down 37-36 after the three by Klima. Hicksville only 5 of 15 from the field in that third quarter, but 3 of their field goals were threes. Edgerton, they shot 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line.
Rebounding +4 for Hicksville. 10 turnovers, though, for the Aces so far. Edgerton sitting at 3 after that big shot at the buzzer by one Aaron Klima.
Edgerton possession as we begin the fourth. Basketball out in front. Everett goes to the left to Krantz. Dribble drive into the lane. Jump stop taken away by Rosales. Now Rosales comes out of the pack. Rosales up the floor. Here's Gordon. Powers it up and in. Alex Gordon, his first make of the night. And that'll give Hicksville a 39-36 advantage. Quentin Blue, dribble handoff to Swank. Swank in the lane. Swank leans in, fouled in the act of shooting. And that personal foul for Hicksville it'll be Alex Gordon's third. and their third team foul. Nathan Swank, 2 for 2 at the foul line tonight. 39-37. Setting ourselves up potentially here, Adam, for a pretty good finish in game 2.
Maybe an Alcoa fantastic finish from back.
Wow,
in the
that's
day.
going deep. I mean, anybody that's under the age of 40 has no clue what you just said. I mean, I'm all over it, but is Alcoa still in existence?
I don't even know.
Stryker defeats Montpelier tonight, 68-54 in boys basketball. That's non-conference. Here it's 39-38 Hicksville. At the foul line, Balzer on a pull-up, in and out, no good. Rebound Hicksville. Balzer this time a 3, and he got it.
How many of the Hicksville buckets in the second half have come off an offensive rebound? They continue to win the battle of the boards.
42-38 Hicksville. Corey Herman driving dish to Everett. Everett's at the foul line. Tries to feather it through. Did get it through. Herman's shot rejected on the interior.
Third block of the night for Alex Gordon.
And now Rosales and Hicksville up 4 with 6.5 to play. Balzer, who just hit a 3, his first basket of the night, now goes over to Klima. Klima with 18. Klima on the wing, threw that one at the knees and or feet of Gordon, and a double dribble on Alex Gordon. It'll be Edgerton possession. Walking it up now will be Quentin Blue. 42-38 Aces. Antwerp gets the winner tomorrow night in the championship. Herman to Everett's top of the key. Boy, he's got something there if he wanted it. He had Gordon on a switch on him.
Make him guard you.
Gordon, no way he can stay with Everett's on that on the ball defense. Jumper from from Herman, no good for 3. Rebound to Hicksville. That's where when Hicksville switches so much, you have some mismatches potentially on those switches.
You're right on. You got to exploit them.
Here's Sheets around to Rosales. Top of the key now to the right side to Sheets. Good night for him off the bench. To Rosales now. And there's a hand check foul on Blue.
You know, it's really weird here, Andy. You got a 4-point game. A couple of rivals. Midway through the fourth quarter. Decent crowd size. And there's just like no energy in the building tonight.
It's been tough to explain.
Thing.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
Here's Rosales to the baseline left side to Klima. Klima out in front, almost taken away by Everett. Both guys get on the deck now for the loose ball, and a timeout Hicksville as Klima grabbed possession. 5:21 remaining. 42-38 Aces. We'll be right back.
Since 1875, 4 generations of the Krill family have served this area. Krill Funeral Service realizes that the end can be a difficult and emotional time. They will guide you through each and every step of the funeral process, carefully and with integrity. Krill Funeral Service expresses appreciation for your trust in them, and they'll continue to be there for you in times of need. Krill Funeral Service of Edgerton, Eden, and on West Mulberry Street in Bryan, where they offer an on-site crematory.
Jason Deach Collision and Customs is Northwest Ohio's largest trailer dealer with over 300 trailers in stock, from 53-foot race trailers and custom toter homes to open deck car trailers, dump trailers, landscape trailers, and equipment trailers. But they don't just sell trailers, they service them. Add options and do repairs on any brand. Because they're racers themselves, they know how to build the trailer right for your racing needs. Stop by their Edgerton location or shop 24/7 at jasondeachtrailersales.com. If you can dream it, they can build it at Jason Deach Collision and Customs.
5:21 remaining. Hicksville 42, Edgerton 38. Possession coming out of that timeout to the Aces after preserving the possession. Bodies on the floor. Klima and Everett's battling for the loose ball. Here's Rosales above the volleyball line with it. Working right side to Balzer. Swank coming out on him. Now Gordon doubled out on him. Give it up. Balzer looking for another 3, and he buries it. His second 3 of the quarter.
He's got that ability. He's kind of that X factor offensively.
And Hicksville goes up by 7 now, 45-38. Everett's comes topside blue over to Swank, partially blocked by Gordon. Loose ball rebound to Everett's, and then on the turn, a foul is going to be called on Hicksville. And Corey Everett's will shoot a pair. That foul on Hicksville is going to be number 3 on Tatum Sheets. He'll join Gordon with 3. First trip to the line tonight for Everett's. 73% foul shooter on the season. Leads Edgerton tonight with 15, now give him 16.
I think a very important stretch here. Hicksville pushing it out to 7. It's at 6 right now. I think Edgerton, it could get away from them in a hurry the way Hicksville's been going at it the last couple of possessions.
Some full court pressure from Edgerton now. Trailing 45-40 with 4:40 to play in this one. Here's Aaron Klima, top of the circle. And a carry is called on Klima.
Well, he's the one that got hit with it. But to be fair, that's kind of like holding in the NFL anymore these days. You can call it almost any possession if you look hard enough.
Yeah, you're right. Krantz drops it inside for Swank. Swank may have been going to a move without the basketball because he saw a lot of wide open space. Edgerton, though, maintains possession. Here's Herman, drops it back in, and a push from behind. That's a foul on the floor on Hicksville. Now they're up to 5 team fouls, and that's number 4 on Sheets. Inbounds coming from the baseline. Backside cut. Here's Herman. Herman, pump fake. Shot on the way. Good for Corey Herman.
Good use of the pump fake. Alex Gordon, all 6'5" of him, was coming over to block it already with 3 of those tonight.
Balzer can't find anybody. Now flashing high, it's Gordon. Middle of the floor, Rosales. Rosales to Klima. Power dribble. Got Krantz committed and draw the foul. And 2 shots for Aaron Klima. Good job running the press breaker there.
Oh, absolutely. And hats off to Alex Gordon again, because he got the ball at midcourt after that first wave of defenders at the 3-quarter court mark. He's not the one you want handling against a press, but he turned a couple of good, strong dribbles, found his open teammate.
Klima only 52.5% at the line, knocks down the first one.
But they don't have those percentages broke down, Andy, as the game is on the line in the 4th.
Yeah. And he goes 2 for 2. That'll give him a game-high 20 tonight. We're halfway home in the 4th. 47-42 Hicksville. Winner to get Antwerp. Herman ranging for 3. He buries it. And a timeout, Brett Grieser after the Herman 3. 47-45 Aces. Timeout Bulldogs. We'll be right back.
Since 1954, Midwest Community Federal Credit Union builds financial security for our members. Profits are returned in the form of lower loan rates and higher deposit rates. And right now, our dividend rates on certificates of deposit are some of the best in the area. Deposit at least $250 and take advantage of these great CD rates today. Visit MidwestCommunity.org/rates for more information and imagine a different possibility at Midwest Community Federal Credit Union.
Andy Brigle, Adam Gubernath back in Edgerton tonight here at Babe Schaup Court at Edgerton High School. We're in Game 2 of the Boys 49 Classic. This is the 28th Boys Tournament. It began back in 1995. A spot in the final on the line for the winner of this one. Right now it's Hicksville by a deuce, 47-45 with plenty of time left, 3:45 remaining. Some full court pressure from Edgerton. Hicksville gets it across midcourt. Balzer gives to Gordon. Gordon's got Klima backside wide open, and he got Swank off his feet. And Swank commits the foul, and good show of sportsmanship there. Helps Klima up. And Klima going to go to the line and have to earn him here by shooting 2.
Well, Brett Grieser just kind of putting his hands in the air, wondering how you could lose Aaron Klima out there. I mean, everything's running through him, playing well here tonight. You can't fall asleep on number 2, and he burned him back door.
Klima 3 for 4 at the foul line. He gets 2 free throws here and off the heel on the first one.
This is where Edgerton's had issues, Andy, trying to box out and get that defensive rebound cleanly.
One more to come for Klima. By the way, 5 team fouls on Hicksville, 4 on Edgerton, as Klima will go 1 for 2 to push the lead to 3. Everett's picked up by Balzer in this exchange here. Everett's crosses the timeline with a basketball. Hands it off to Krantz. Back to Everett's. There's that mismatch with Gordon on him on the perimeter. Tries to penetrate. Good help by Rosales. Now it's Blue. Blue into the lane. Flips it up and in. What a time for your first points of the night.
How about that? A nice little spin move. It kept the dribble alive. Defense came with a help. Then the help left, and it left him open right to the basket.
48-47, Hicksville. Under 3 to play. Tatum Sheets flashing high. It's Klima to the post to Gordon. Double down on him. Back out to Sheets. Drive and kick. Balzer for 3. No good. Rebound Edgerton and Herman, and a chance to retake the lead for the Bulldogs.
And Brett Grieser wants them to push that tempo, get into the offense.
Blue gives it up to Krantz. Krantz now to Everett. 2.5 remaining in regulation.
You got the switch.
1-4 into the lane. Everett stripped on the way up, got it back, flips it back out, and it's lost, and it's a jump ball. No, it's a foul. It's a foul that's going to be called by Greg Lawrence on Edgerton. It'll be Blue in his second.
Well, they got the mismatch they wanted, unfortunately. For Edgerton, Hicksville did a nice job of recognizing it as well and seeing that Alex Gordon was left out on an island guarding a quick guard at the top. Came with the help, and there was just nowhere for Corey Everett to go.
Coming to get the ball is Jaden Rosales, and a hand check on Blue gets his third. With 2:21 to play, it's the team's 6th, so no fouls to give now for Edgerton. Hicksville has 1 to give. Inbounds coming to Rosales, right back to Balzer. Balzer crosses the timeline left to right, with Hicksville nursing a 1-point lead at 48-47. Edgerton trying to dig in defensively. Rosales now, walk-up is in and on him. To the left side it goes, and now it's Gordon gets a touch. Gordon spins baseline. The help from walk-up makes him give it up. Balzer with under 2 to play has it out in front. Denying is Krantz, but his momentum and the ball both came out of bounds with him. And that'll stop the clock at 1:52 left in this one. 48-47. 8-0 Hicksville. 1-5 Edgerton. Ball into Klima, who has 21 to lead all scorers. Klima at the foul line. Klima to the rim, score it.
And credit Klima that time. They took away his left. He went right down the lane with the right hand.
Walk up to Krantz. 50-47 Hicksville. 90 seconds remaining in regulation. And a hand check on Klima as Herman was going to his move. That'll be number 2 on Klima. So our foul situation for Hicksville, Sheets with 4, Gordon with 3. For Edgerton, Blue and Pasillo each with 3.
And this 5 that's been on the floor for Hicksville's been out there, I think, the majority of this fourth quarter, and you got some tired boys right now.
From the baseline, or from the sideline in the half court, and now Brett Grieser wants a timeout. With the 90 seconds remaining, 1:31 to be official, 50-47 Hicksville. We'll be right back.
If you've been thinking about a remodeling project for your home or business, Thiel Supply Center in Blakesley should be your first choice. Thiel Supply Center in Blakesley not only has all the lumber for that project, they also have all the building supplies you'll need, along with everything you need for the project, including the cabinetry, plus the expertise to help make your home even more beautiful. It's all at Thiel Supply Center, located in Blakesley. Thiel Supply Center, wishing good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Somebody you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit Andrews O'Neill & Lowe in Archbold, Bryan, or Wasion, or online at andrewsoneillandlowe.com.
50-47, Hicksville with the lead on Edgerton. Krantz, Blue, Herman, Swank, and Everett's for Edgerton. Sheets, Klima, Balzer, Gordon, and Rosales here coming on the floor as we start to head toward home here on this Thursday night.
You're Edgerton, run your offense, look for your mismatch, take advantage.
Herman off the bounce left side on the wing, gives it up. Krantz for three in the tie. Flips up, no good. Got a great look, just wouldn't go on the wing, and it's Hicksville with the rebound. Klima on a crossover, crosses midcourt, bounce pass to Gordon. Gordon in the lane, out to Klima, now to Rosales, over to Balzer. 106-105 to play. 3-point Hicksville lead. Gordon picks the dribble up and is fouled, and it'll be Gordon to the line for a 1-and-1. Herman gets his first of the night. So we go to the numbers. Alex Gordon, 50% foul shooter on the season. Hicksville as a team is just 58%. And this is a 1-and-1 now with exactly 1 minute to play, and he back rimmed the front end. And on that miss, it's Herman on the rebound. Herman on the right side, traveled. Yeah, pretty easy call there. He tried to slide through the double team and landed still with a basketball.
Yeah, the Euro step is a lot more effective when you're in the paint, so to speak. He started to do it a step inside the three-point line. Kind of hard to pull that one off.
So with 54 seconds remaining, Walkup is back in for defense here. Picking up full court pressures. He checks in for Swank. Now it's Klima. Klima guarded by Walkup. Klima across midcourt. Walkup commits the foul. And Aaron Klima to the line for another 1-and-1. He's 4 for 6 at the line tonight as Aaron Klima has 23 to lead all scorers.
Obviously, make one, and it makes it a two-possession game.
Swank back in for the offensive side, the three-point shooting. 18 fouls on Edgerton now. The front end of another 1-and-1. Got it. And there, as Adam mentioned, pushes it to a two-possession game with 47 seconds left. Winner to face Antwerp tomorrow night in the final. The second Klima free throw is good. 6 of 8 tonight. 52-47 Hicksville. 40 seconds to play. Here's Krantz off the bounce at the elbow. Almost traveled with it. Now it's Blue. Boy, Edgerton using some valuable time here. 34-33. Herman hand check foul on Sheets. That's not what Tony wanted.
That's the 5th on Sheets, and that stops the clock, and that puts Edgerton to the free throw line.
It's Corey Herman on a 1-and-1. He has not been there tonight, as Sheets will foul out and finish with 6.
Let me tell you, Tatum Sheets played well here tonight, Andy. Tony has to be pleased with the minutes he got off the bench from his senior.
Herman, a 75% free throw shooter in a small sample size. He's 3 for 4 at the line this year. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1. A rebound attempt. Klima's jersey was grabbed. Edgerton comes down with it. Play on. A 3 from Herman, no good. Rebound. It's Krantz up and in for 2. Scotty Krantz, the basket.
Well, Tony Tier's arguing at midcourt, and he's got a reason. As Klima was going into the corner to get that rebound, all of a sudden you saw his jersey
it was
get
full
pulled
jersey
behind him, and they just let it go, and Edgerton took advantage.
Absolutely. Let's stay here. 52-49 after the make by Krantz. 18 seconds remaining. 1-and-1 both ways. The arrow favors Hicksville if we have a held ball. So what do you think here, Adam? You try for one opportunity at a steal and then foul.
You try for a steal. If you get a double team in the corner, a trap in the corner, you try to do that. But if you don't get it, you got to foul, and you got to send them to the free throw line. The one person that should not touch this ball, if you're Edgerton, is Aaron Klima. I mean, he's been in rhythm tonight. He's got half their points pretty much with 25 of the 52. He's been at the line more than any other ace here tonight.
Now, if you want to go numbers, Balzer is 100% on the season. Rosales is 79%. Klima's 52.5, but he is 6 of 8 tonight.
I mean, you have on the floor right now. I mean, a couple ways you can look at it. You know, Alex Gordon just missed the front end of a 1-and-1. You've got Heisler, who hasn't been out there much here tonight. Out there, maybe cold a little bit. You have to kind of pick and choose, but you can't be too choosy. You're going to have to foul, but Klima doesn't touch the ball if you're Edgerton.
By the way, the Balzer at 100%, 2 for 2. So very small sample size. Not guarding the inbounds. Balzer loops it into Klima. He has it. Time ticking. Somebody's got a foul. 13, 12. Exactly 12 seconds when Walkup gives the foul.
Yeah, you would have liked to have seen that foul back at the three-quarter court mark where he caught it, not out past half court when he was dribbling, but
last 1-and-1 that Hicksville will shoot. Swank back in, walk up to the bench. Huge front end of a 1-and-1 in a 3-point game. 52-49. Klima bends, sends, got it. That'll make it 53-49 Aces with 12 seconds. 26 tonight for Klima.
When you do the math, it's in essence the clock is down to 7 seconds because if you're at Edgerton, once it goes through, Hicksville can burn 5 seconds off the clock if they choose. So you got to hustle.
Made them both.
Well, what a game tonight for Aaron Klima.
Back in is Brant Langham for Hicksville. Quickly brought into blue. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Swank tries to dial up a 3. Buries it. Nathan Swank, a quick trigger 3. 5 seconds to play. 54-52 Aces. Edgerton not done. Timeout, Bulldogs.
Have you always dreamed of starting your own business? Are you looking for ways to fund your child's education or save for retirement? Maybe you'd like to buy that dream home. Well, the State Bank can help you meet your financial goals, whatever they may be. With State Bank, you'll get all the products and services you expect from your bank with the personal attention of a locally operated community bank. Find a location near you today. State Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
54-52 with 5.5 seconds. They've tweaked the clock just a bit. 5.5 seconds. Hicksville up 54-52. And we're back now to the same thing. It's just a lot less time on the clock.
You can't be choosy. You foul right away. If you don't get the steal right away, you have to foul. It doesn't matter who gets it at this stage. You have to foul and hope that they miss one of the two. But don't get beat deep with a long pass. It looks like they've got Quentin Blue at midcourt to prevent that. But
4 across. Balzer looking to get it in. Balzer can't find anybody. Got it into Klima. He has it. Clock ticking. Finally a foul at 2.3.
Well, Brett Greaser very animated on the sideline wanting a 5 count. Balzer just couldn't find anybody. When all else fails, you throw it to the tallest kid that you can, and that's Aaron Klima. He caught it and just kind of held it above until he finally got fouled. And if you're Hicksville, 2 free throws, and you're into the championship game.
It's double bonus. They're verifying who the foul is on. Hasn't been posted yet. There were 3 possibilities. It'll be Krantz getting his second. Klima to the line with 27. Pressure off on the first one as he shoots a pair. First one, no good. The door stays slightly ajar with 2.3. 54-52 Hicksville. The next one from Klima. It's airborne. It's good. 55-52, 2.3. It's at midcourt. Krantz for overtime. No! It bounces off the iron. No good. And Hicksville survives and moves to the championship game. Final in Game 2 of the 49 Classic. Hicksville 55, Edgerton 52. The post-game show gets underway when we come back.
The Eager Beaver Axle is wide open and ready for you. Come in and take your shot at throwing axes or share some drinks and food with friends. Rack up the pool balls or take your chance with Keno. It's all inside the Eager Beaver Axle. Must be 18 or older to enter. Find them online or call 419-980-7121. The Eager Beaver Axle, Defiance's first axling venue.
You never know what life will throw your way, so you always need to be protected. At Danielle Van Atta Agency in Bryan, they will take care of you. With years of experience and expertise in the field, Danielle and her team will get you headed in the right direction with your home, auto, life, or business insurance. So when life throws something at you, you know you're protected the right way. Contact Danielle Van Atta Agency today at 1318 East High Street, Suite A in Bryan, or call 419-636-0408. Danielle Van Atta Agency, ready to help protect you.
When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Stark's at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040.
Hi, Dan Stuckey here, broker-owner of Real Estate Advantage Team. Are you ready to sell your home but not quite sure how to get the ball rolling? Give me a call and I will help guide you through the entire home selling process. Making sure you and your home are ready for marketing is key to achieving the highest price possible for your home. I will help prepare you for any obstacles that may arise during the home selling process and put together a marketing plan that will give your home the best exposure possible, including right here on the radio. Selling your home can be an emotional, stressful time, but with over 25 years of real estate experience, my goal is to make your selling experience easy and stress-free. And as a Christian-based business, when you buy your home through Real Estate Advantage Team, I will donate 10% of the company's net income from your sale to a church or nonprofit charity of your choice, honoring you as the reason for the donation. So let's get you moving. Call 419-636-5100. That's 419-636-5100.
Are you looking for a mechanic that really knows how to repair both foreign and domestic vehicles? Let me recommend Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions. Dave has spent the last 25 years diagnosing and repairing all makes and models of vehicles in Northwest Ohio. And he's now teamed up with Jason Dietz on State Route 6 just east of Edgerton. So if you're looking for a mechanic that can fix the problem that your last mechanic couldn't, think of Dave Brown at Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions.
Hi, I'm Paul Rohrig Jr. at the Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio. We hope that you and your family will have the best that the holiday season affords. The best of health, the best of family, and the best of happiness. The Fackler Monument Company sincerely wishes that you and your loved ones are safe this season and that the coming year will bring you success and happiness. Have a very Merry Christmas and the happiest of New Years from Fackler Monument Company in Montpelier, Ohio, serving families since 1924.
Well, we are set for night number 2. It'll be Antwerp and Hicksville in tomorrow night's championship game with the consolation game, Eden versus Edgerton. We'll dissect this a little bit in just a moment. Want to jump into the totals here, though. Some really good individual performances tonight on both sides. Aaron Klima finishes with a game-high 28 to lead everybody. Brody Balzer, Jaden Rosales, Tatum Sheets, all with 6. Braxton Heisler, 5. Alex Gordon and Brant Langham with 2 for Hicksville. For Edgerton, Corey Herman with 18. Corey Everett with 17. Nathan Swank scores 9. Scotty Kronz 4. Quentin Blue and Caden Pasillo with 2 apiece. Shooting the basketball tonight, Hicksville just under 50%, 20 of 41 from the field, 6 of 18 from three-point distance. Edgerton 38% from the field, 19 of 50. They were 6 of 20 from the three-point line. Free throws tonight, both teams were pretty good. Hicksville 9 of 13 at the foul line, including some at crunch time, while Edgerton was 8 of 9 from the foul line. Adam?
Rebounding, Andy, a +4 advantage for Hicksville here tonight. Alex Gordon with a team-high 6. You had Nathan Swank with a team-high 6 to lead Edgerton. Turnover numbers, Edgerton will finish with 5, Hicksville with a dozen.
So ultimately, what wins this as we kind of dive into our best one tire and service best play of the night tonight?
Well, I think sometimes when you get into games like this, I mean, you need to lean on your leaders, and that's what Hicksville did. I mean, it seemed like every possession Aaron Klima was getting a touch, and Edgerton just did not have an answer for him tonight. He beat him on the inside. He beat him on the outside. He rebounded the basketball. He was the catalyst here tonight. Sometimes you just expect your best players to play their best, especially, and he hit free throws down the stretch as well, didn't shy away from the basketball. We talked about how they would try maybe to take away his left hand. They did a couple of times. He scored going with the right. I mean, sometimes you rely and lean on your leaders, and that's what Hicksville did, especially in that second half. And, boy, Aaron Klima really came through it when his team needed him the most.
So they were 9 of 13 at the foul line. Klima was 9 of 12 at the foul line. Gordon's the only one other than Aaron Klima that took free throws tonight in getting this win as the Aces move to 9-0 and a berth in the championship game tomorrow night. Tony Tier, congratulations. You said to me in our pregame interview you knew Edgerton that 1-5 was deceiving, and they were coming at you and expected it all night. You expected a game like this tonight. Boy, your kids answered the bell when you needed them to.
Yeah, they're a good basketball team, man. They really are, and they do so many great things. They're really hard to guard. I thought we took some stuff away that we felt like they wanted to do, and it just felt like they had an answer for everything we tried to take away. They had a counter, and that's number one, good coaching. Number two, great execution by the kids, right? And you could kind of see that on film when you watched them. And I don't know. It felt like they made every shot. I don't know. I don't know what they shot from three. I don't know if it's just being the opposing coach or whatever, but my goodness. I mean, we knew 11 Herman was really, really good, but man, he played really, really well. We wanted to take Swank out of the game. I thought we did a good job of that. We wanted to keep Herman out of the paint, or not Herman. We wanted to keep Everett's out of the paint. I thought we did a horrible job with that. And once he gets in the paint, it opens everything up. He's scoring. They're getting open kickouts. They're getting those pin down screens. So we needed to do a much better job. But I will say our offense, I felt like, was really good tonight. I thought other than like a stretch of where we had like 3 or 4 turnovers in a row there in the first half, I thought we took care of the ball pretty well against their pressure. I thought we attacked really well. And then Aaron Klima, I mean, my goodness, he played an unbelievable game. And then we just got the ball in his hands any way we could at the end for him to take us home, and he did, and executed that out-of-bounds play there at the end well and made him take a tough shot, which, of course, it almost went in because everything did, right? No, but they played really well. I thought we played well when we needed to. And now, like our kids just said, I mean, you want to celebrate tonight. You really do. And, you know, anytime you beat a rival on their home floor, especially in a tournament game, you want to celebrate that. But we have an unbelievable challenge tomorrow night. So we can't celebrate if we're going to have a shot tomorrow. We got to lock back in and prepare for one of the best teams in the area.
I know you want to have a balanced attack offensively, and for the most part, I thought you did tonight. But at the same time, sometimes you just have to lean on your leaders.
Yeah.
Talk about the game tonight, because everyone knew in that second half that number 2 was touching the ball.
Absolutely. And Adam, I think what the beautiful thing is, I think all year we've been balanced. So I think teams are scared to try and take maybe one guy away, which is our goal. But, you know, Brody shoots it well. Alex Gordon's a threat down on the block. Jaden's been playing really well, and he got us off to a good start. And then Tatum played really, really well tonight. Tatum Sheets. I mean, we don't win this game without Tatum, and that needs to be said. But yeah, when we noticed they weren't double teaming them, they weren't doing that, we just tried to ISO them in the post every time we could. And then get them ISO'd at the top every time we could. And if they weren't going to bring doubles, we were just going to keep feeding them and going to them. And then at the end, we're drawing up plays to get the ball to him to shoot the free throws. And that's really fun when you can count on a senior to do that, and you can count on Brody to get the ball to him. And They've been playing together for ages, right? And it was just really cool to see that. And it's a lot to celebrate tonight, but my goodness, a lot that we have got to fix quickly. Quickly.
Yeah. Should be a fun night. You mentioned Antwerp.
Yeah.
What impresses or scares you the most about this year's team? And we knew what they'd had for years past, but it's a different incarnation of them.
Well, it is. And, of course, when you lose Krause and Landers, I mean, we've gone through that at Hicksville, too, where you lose guys, you can't replace them. You become a different team, and you have different threats, and different guys step up. And that's exactly what Antwerp has. And let me just say this. They're really, really good. They lose guys and people all over. Well, they're not going to be as good. Well, who can be that good, really? I mean, right? They're still an elite team, one of the best in Northwest Ohio. I know they've lost some games early, but, they played football for a long time.
Yes, they did.
At Hicksville, we went through that where we're making playoff runs, and you're not playing the way you're going to play in December. You're just, especially your first few games, you're just not. This is a really, really good basketball team. They have, like I said, they're one of the best in Northwest Ohio, and they have definitely one of the best players in Northwest Ohio in Brewer. So they got a lot of guys around them, Altimus, Leasty and Moore. Man, the freshman, my goodness.
McMichael.
Yeah, McMichael, Scott's boy. Man, he's a player, man. They got dudes. So they're very similar to Edgerton. I mean, you try to take some things away, they got answers. So we're going to have to be locked in. We're going to have to fly around, and hopefully we can get some rest, because that was a battle. I mean, that was a battle.
Enjoy the bus ride home and then back to work. How about that?
Well,
with the quick turnaround.
We'll let them enjoy the bus ride. We'll start talking. Right?
Look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Tony Tier, Hicksville head coach, as they advance to the championship game and play tomorrow night with a 55-52 win. Antwerp won the opener 50-29. We're on the air tomorrow night about 5:45, 5:50 with a pregame before Eden and Edgerton in that consolation game. Stay with us. The post-game show. Oh, by the way, our thanks to Keith Maryland. He has a hectic night already. He did a great job taking care of us as tournament manager here as Edgerton rotates and hosts this year. So I want to thank Keith for that, the coaches for their time as well, and much more. Now the Midwest Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard show starts on B-Rock Sports. So long, everybody.